can all prepare the Let's Not Be Naked.
Way to go, Jim.
Dan, I'm going to tell you, Dan, I didn't want to do that to you because I wanted to treat you the way you want others to be treated.
He absolutely wanted to do that to you. He was just glad he didn't have to.
Glad he didn't do it first.
I wasn't planning.
No, he wasn't playing. He's just glad he didn't have to. Somebody else stepped up. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. The very first thing that our one viewer or anybody who watches this later is going to hear is, let's just make sure we don't get naked.
We can't back out. It's the rules.
It is the rules.
So, greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our chaotic game of TORGanized play here at Roll Hit Die. Before we jump into hearing more one-liners from Jim, in the middle of the screen we have a map, or at least we have a picture that Rod has put together on Roll20. It allows us to immerse our players and show our viewers what is going on in our games. Not many of our characters currently are using it, but you can go to Hero Forge and create a custom mini. If you're a subscriber to them, you can turn around and make a digital version of that mini. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, there are 3 things you can take into consideration. Down below, we have a link to Extra Life. That is the most important. Click on that link. It'll take you to their website, and you can give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the Children's Hospital. That runs year-long, so when you can and when you'd like to, you can give to them. Next to it is a link for our website, rollhitdie.com. Marcus, one of our players on our other games, has been working on setting up the website. Kind of gives you an idea of our games, our players, and also has a shop, which is the most important thing. So if you want to get out there and wear some emblems, Roll Hit Die emblem, we have some Vampire the Masquerade. Well, not the Vampire the Masquerade. It's just like Kindred of Savannah with a line through it that says Austin. Just different things that go towards one of our different streams. So go ahead and check out that shop. Also, if you're watching us on Twitch, down below next to the chat, we have what looks like a bubble. We call those chaos bubbles, which the reason for that is it allows you to collect points, and you can spend those points to cause chaos in Robert's Friday D&D game, Consequences of Chaos. Later on, we will have other things that may come up, so keep posted for that. I have one more announcement before we go any further. This Saturday at 9 o'clock, at the Dragon's Table on Twitch, we'll be having our inaugural game of Star Wars Fantasy Flight. So if you want to check that out, you can go to them and watch it there. I will do what I can to see about hosting it on our channel here. So go ahead and check us out on that and see how badly or how chaotic that game ends up being. There'll be 8 of us, if I'm not mistaken, 8 players. So it's going to be really chaotic. Yeah, at least as of right now, it seems like there's going to be 8 players. 2 or 3 of them have not actually spoke up and said what they are yet. But, we've got a few days left. So other than that, I think Lehman and Mark have a plug they'd like to put out, and then we'll hand it off to Rod to jump into tonight's game.
Yes. Be sure to check us out on the Ulysses Spila channel on YouTube or on your preferred podcast platform for the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings. We did have to miss this week, but the episode should post next week. And I believe we're at episode 9, talking about anything and everything Torg, as well as answering any questions that are emailed to us. So it's a good way if you have any questions or you just want to learn more about Torg Eternity, you can watch or listen to those.
All right, so Rod, is all you.
All right. Do we need to summarize where we were, or are we able to jump back in?
We're all going to die.
Yeah.
That's not a foregone conclusion. It's possible only some of you will die, and the rest will flee in terror, or go insane, or who knows what.
Remember, the Gauntman does like to leave one alive to tell the tale.
Yep. Incidentally, that made me realize a while ago that villains need some sort of ability for when they roll greater than 60. that would like, all right, that's going to drop all of your hands.
I've been saying that
start a
for
card.
years.
Yeah, and everyone, give me a reality roll, DNX, and if you fail, you lose a possibility. You know, something like that. So I don't know. It needs to be like the opposite of glory. Came up with the word. Yeah, I sent it to someone a while ago. I don't remember what it was. People need to check their notes. Anyway.
GM terror.
So yes, you were basically tracking. You had kind of a twofold mission: find a killer, apparently by the name of Malcolm Kane, and rescue a what was it? I guess Egyptologist who is tracking him. And so far, you've done the second part of that. I mean, I guess you did the first part in that you understand that he seems to have entered an Rorschach bleed due to that Stu might be slightly in the area, or that he's used occult magic to get into, because the whole area, because of things that happen in Salem, is unstable. So you guys were just preparing some sort of bizarre occult ritual. I'm guessing probably not one as dark and evil as his, to take advantage of the instability and the lingering energy of his ritual so that you can follow him to this horrible place that he has gone to.
Have you read the chat?
What do you mean? Which chat? Like what you guys had?
Yes.
I saw one thing and I gave it a thumbs up, but I believe it or not, I tried to mostly not read it so that I could be neutral, you know, and surprised. It's difficult.
Yeah,
Okay.
When I read it, teeny bopper, hard.
I did see the one thing about. Well, you know what?
We'll just
Why don't you all tell me what you think how are you guys going to do this? I think Robert, at one point it sounded like everyone said, okay, you're going to put this thing together.
Yeah, but then everyone else put in, so I kind of stepped back.
Okay.
They were doing better than Robert, or darker than Robert?
Well,
I don't know. I didn't pay much attention to it after that.
He had grading, guys. He was busy, that's all.
All right,
Yeah.
so hey, step A, I think this is the last draft I wrote out. Step A was we're going to gather materials using the find skill to find the materials that we need.
Yeah.
Which also includes people can help with a tracking, survival, or faith to lower the DN of the step. Step B was a science or computers, because Yvonne is going to scoop out his dark eye, dark side eye, take a wound, but we're going to hook up his eye to the full spectrum camera to help out. He's going to take a wound so we can possibly lower the DN of step C, but a scholar to help set this all up to lower the DN of this step. Step C is the actual performing of the ritual. Scholar to perform the ritual, faith to lower the DN, but if you use faith to help lower the DN, you need to take a corruption test. Plus whatever bonus is from Yvonne's woundage.
Okay.
Yeah, blood's going to power that.
Yeah. Blood and eyeballs.
Blood and pain, very powerful in occult rituals. Everyone.
Exactly.
It is known.
Step D would be a reality check to bring the portal into focus with people with willpower helping the DN go down.
Okay.
And I have a question concerning the Colonel. The Colonel is an occultist, and he has steady on. And is there a way that we can use that steady on perk and his occult background to either initially or at every step make that test to shore up everyone's faltering and flagging resolve as we go about doing something we all know we probably shouldn't be doing?
So steady on, I believe, is specifically used for fear tests.
It is.
If you guys are hit with a fear test, steady on would be appropriate. But I don't see any other. I don't see a fear test just coming up out of nowhere.
Well, it's the overarching. We really shouldn't be doing this. Faltering willpower stand fast and be steady-handed in the process of doing this ritual. Is my point. If you're
I don't.
deciding that I'm reaching
Yeah.
for that, then that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty big reach.
Here is my darker version of your ritual.
Oh,
Is
please.
that we start by getting the 3 people that we keep missing. You know, his 3 agents.
The ones who are searching for you. And didn't you play a close call so that they crashed their car? And right now, aren't they unconscious about 2 minutes away?
One of them, we bleed them because they have a resonance with him. We use the blood to create the circle. Within the circle, we take the eye. With the eye, with computers or whatever, we attach it to the camera. And then we make the corruption test because we're following into a wash.
So, yeah, quick question. Do any of you have corruption now? I know you don't, Jim. You've already said you've gotten rid of it.
No,
Anyone here, actually, no one here has any corruption?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is Robert thinking in terms of, well, it's a blood ritual. We need to have a blood circle and resonating with him.
So, I mean, when you guys are spitting all this out, the professor who's here with you, his eyes kind of go wide as Dagon is suggesting this, and he goes, "It seems rather."
Hey, Robert, your mic is up.
But
Sorry.
seems a bit dark, but could work.
I think that it
I love that it's the
That's the
Nile
problem.
Empire hero that is the one who
Are we
laid that plan out.
Well, I read it in a pulp novel.
Are we sure he's a hero?
And the rest of us are from Tharkold and Aurora.
Really
Yeah,
does
it's-
well, Matt.
It was
yeah, I
something.
like
It
I
was.
like the idea. Sounds good. Yes, we do that.
I read it in this pulp novel by someone named Lovecraft.
That doesn't sound much like Lovecraft to me.
So, what is it that what do you all like? Do we like either of those versions? Do we like a mix of those versions? What do you think we want to do?
Well, Robert didn't really suggest steps necessarily for the DSR, so much so that he suggested occultish
Events.
augmentation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you have that find roll. You're looking for ingredients. Well, you have the blood of these 3 unconscious people.
I say that's a bit. That's not cricket.
So, and in fact, you could, for them, since they're here, you could even use medicine, right, to bleed them without hurting them.
Yep.
So, but we like the other materials is A. And what were some of the other materials you were thinking about?
Oh, well, I mean, I love the eye. I love.
Oh, you know, but I'm okay. So, like, right, with what the first steps did was, hey, here's the skills we're thinking about using. You're filling in some of the occult events for, hey, let's lower this because our base DN is 18, right? And obviously, you want to get that lower.
That's the one that was in Facebook chat with the augmented pieces.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, what other materials are we thinking? Like with gathering materials?
Stop.
Well,
And I
you're
don't
gonna
see
have
how
some
faith.
candles.
I don't see how candles. Okay, I was gonna
Well,
say I don't
so-
see how faith.
Chalk, salt.
Rod, I was only thinking
Go
faith
ahead.
because of
Go
the fact
ahead.
that because I'm from Aurora, my faith would know about some of the other dark rituals that other faiths have done in Aurora, and so I would be thinking back to what those people do and what they use to kind of think of some of these ingredients to
Okay.
help people go look for stuff.
So if we're looking, if it's thinking about things we know, though, it would be a faith mind instead of faith will, instead of faith spirit, right?
Okay.
Because when we're thinking about things we know, it's pretty much going to be a mind roll. But since it'd be about faith specific things, I'm okay using the faith ranks with mind for here's what I know, right? Like faith mind is basically studying theology, kind of. Okay. Science, computers. I do like you scooping out that eye. I think when I saw that, I was like, that got a thumbs up. I was like, yeah.
I knew you were
And-
gonna like that one.
Yeah.
And you guys are mentioning the full spectrum camera, but I was wondering if it might be better, instead of the full spectrum camera that Ivan has, to actually use the arcane octograph that I have.
Ooh, hooking it up into that?
Yeah, well, because that is designed to hook up to an eye and project stuff.
And it's an eternity shard, right?
Correct.
Which would lend it that lends itself to step D, which we're going to manipulate reality anyhow. So I think we just yes.
Is there a way to hook it up to both things?
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
I'm a
Because it's just
gadgeteer.
cool.
I'm a
That-
gadgeteer.
Yeah.
No, no,
The
no.
cool
Yeah.
and gadgeteer.
And
I'm
we
a
have, I was
gadgeteer.
gonna say,
I will create something.
the Nile Empire guy's like, wait, I have more materials? Yes, I just hooked these two
Well,
wires
so I'll
together.
tell you. Okay, so instead of using the lens on the spectral camera, we use the octograph as the lens, and that gives you the viewfinder of the digital camera to see through the eyeball.
Yes. All I need is
That's how you
wire
use
and
both.
wire, duct tape, and a hamster.
And you'll have the bear behind
And a
you.
hamster.
Something's got to run on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a MacGyver reference.
Oh no, I got it, but you never used hamsters. That was Richard Gere.
Stop.
Wait, it's not after 9 yet.
No, it is not.
Go.
So that would give us a computers, I guess that would give us a computer step on the camera on step B to cannibalize the viewfinder and camera to connect it to the octograph, which would be step C, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
is to fire that up and make sure it works, and then step D is manipulating reality through the octograph device. And that's all Jim, because that's his device.
Here's what I've typed from what you guys have said. I've put it on the desktop so I can kind of manipulate it as we go back and forth.
I did have one other question. Do any of y'all have any items left from that adventure we ran last?
Wasn't in it. That'd be a Jim deal. I think he's the only
Well, I
character
think
that
some
was there,
of y'all
right?
were in there. So,
From Burn the Witch.
yeah.
Not
I'm out on that one because I ran
it would be Ivan and Thaddeus. Who were there.
I would have had
Did any of us keep
the
things?
handbasket.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You have the handbasket. If somebody else has other things, we could use this as, the disruption that just recently occurred. You're connecting it in that, so that's part of the circle.
So
They don't have to be destroyed. It's just, if you have something from that disruption.
this is a Rod call because that was a dispatch, and specifically on the dispatch log sheets, our statement has been that there's nothing
Kept.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we have said
Oh,
that.
okay.
So, I mean, it's not like I get where you're going, Robert, and in a home game, absolutely 100%. But in a
I tried
organized
to
play,
write it down before Mark reminded me about that rule because I was like, I could totally see that in an occult ritual,
Especially going to hell, because you have the handbasket. I mean, hello.
it was used for opening portals, and that's what it was. Yeah, so I mean, that's up to Rod, but from a organized play standpoint, I would hate to set that kind of a precedent.
On the
No, I
gather
understand.
on the gather materials side,
Yeah.
what if we sent someone to go steal some of those from the evidence locker, the ironwood from the tree that he was shoving into the eyes of his victims?
That would probably help too, without a doubt.
I did say we should have brought some of that, but I was voted down.
You were right.
Thank you, Rod.
You were right all along.
Well, I'm only telling you that because I'm running. If I was playing, I wouldn't say it.
I don't understand. You said I was right. I'm happy.
He understands, guys. He totally understands. All right. So, Is this kind of what we think? Is this about where we are?
Are you gonna let us? Are you gonna let us spontaneously say, "Hey, can I do this thing to augment this and come up with modifiers," or do we have to do the augmentation that helps modifiers on steps ahead of time?
So I think it's mostly ahead of time, right? Because the idea of the ritual is you're building a formula. We believe this formula, if we build it this way, will have this effect, right? And that's what our original Torg occult rituals were. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to emulate, right? Like your scenario definitely emulated a lot of the spell creation stuff. This one is emulating the occult ritual,
Sure.
just with the DSR,
And
so that we're within the new mechanic.
Then we've got to do a little more groundwork on each step to determine who's going to attempt the step and what the rest of us are going to do and what effect that may or may not have on each step.
Totally agree.
So step A, gather materials. Who's going to, that's a find test, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Who's got the best find?
I'm at a 12.
I got a 10 with 1 rank.
12.
Sounds like one of you guys.
I think it's going to be Lehman. I mean,
Yeah.
make him bold before he loses his eye.
Okay, so what are we going to do? So Yvonne's going to be the one to find.
Yep.
He's going to do the big roll.
What are the rest of us going to do to support that?
Does anyone have medicine?
Yes.
All right.
So I can support by medicine bleeding the unconscious people.
I think we should also put their bodies in certain occult positions to help power it.
Tie them up.
Have them do
We're not killing the pole bosses, are we?
poses or something.
All right.
So I will assist with medicine.
Yep.
Okay.
Got that.
Are you going to, Rod? Are you going to tell us ahead of time what his assistance or any assistance is going to grant us?
So what's going to happen is we'll do all the help steps before the find roll. So you guys, before Yvonne rolls find, you'll know, hey, we've dropped the DN to a 10 or a 12 or an 8, depending on how many sub steps you guys work in there. And remember, you can always have, you know what, we have enough sub steps. I'm just going to roll and directly help you on that.
Are we rolling to gain a combined action bonus, or are we rolling to gain a bonus to the roll?
You can do both.
Because it matters based on what resources we put on it.
Yeah, so for example, for the Gathering Blood, if Dagon does that, he lowers if he's successful, the DN goes from 18 down to 16. Right? You could say, yeah, I'm not taking anybody's blood. I'll help Yvonne with the find roll, and then you're going for the combined action.
Okay.
So you guys have multiple ways to drop the DN and to give him a bonus. So you have both going on.
But if we come up with another way to help with the find, we could drop the DN another 2 points?
Correct.
Okay.
Or yeah, absolutely. So there's multiple ways that you guys can kind of come at it.
Right. I would like to do the faith mind to talk about other occult rituals and how other faiths have done them and how they set them up. Things, it could be literally
how to draw the circle,
how to draw the circles, where to put the candles,
placements of the body.
Right.
And do we just need a 10 DN, 10 success to get that DN down 2 points?
Yes.
Or do we have to hit? Okay, so it's standard success on the assistance.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know there's much else on the find roll that we can come up with.
Well, I was just going to bless your mind before we get started.
Right? See, that's another way to help. And that also works.
Can he do that before we flip the first card, or are we going to have to do that
flip the card,
on the first card?
He'll flip the first card, and then we'll go for it.
All right, there you go. Okay, cool. Colonel's going to have to assist with the find roll.
Okay. So that's 4 of you. The only
Pablo,
perk.
what you got for find?
Well, I'm trying to think of what could I do to go get those branches or the wood.
Let me ask this: for this find roll,
Mm-hmm.
I have the scavenger perk. Discard a cosm card to find something.
So I think you have a 12, and who else? I think, Mike, you had said that Pavel has a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So if you have Pavel roll the find, Liam, I would let you use that perk and discard the card and
Mm-hmm.
call that a success.
Okay.
To drop it another 2 points?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So we
then I'm
potentially have 6 points of reduction on the DN, bringing it down to a 12 if everybody's successful. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you potentially. I start with a 10, so as long as I don't cock up the roll, knock on wood, you get a +1 out of me.
Yeah.
I think it's good on step A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's lather, rinse, and repeat on step B.
All right. So what do we think? That we were talking. That one you think is mostly about the eye and hooking up the machines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your science, you had said science or computers. I would be okay with. Well, those probably actually make the most sense. Yeah. So who's going to be kind of rolling that one? And what do we think? Is that science?
I think that was isn't
Dagon?
Dagon making the weird science device with my eye and the 2 camera things?
If you want to, that's a science roll then for me.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so
And
Dagon.
that means I'm also using Eternium.
You have some?
Yes, I do.
Well, I mean, the Eternium honestly probably pales compared to the Shard.
Yeah, you got a full-on Eternity Shard you're linking up to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Could someone while this is going on, what the shard, the actual shard? What's its purpose?
The octograph.
Yeah.
So it basically, I hook it
To
up.
communicate with the dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm wondering if someone could roll a reality, try to tap it, use one of its possibilities to help fuel and get a -2.
It depends on what the test is. I would think you'd use that on any one of those tests that it's appropriate for.
Oh no,
More than one of you is tapping it though.
Actually, I was saying just basically using the possibility, basically making the test. If you're able to tap it, then you spend one of the possibilities
For
to
the +2.
make it to help lower the DN.
No, I think we'd use the Eternity Shard kind of the regular way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I may or may not have to use it for. I may tap it for the other places too.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So step A, right, is where we're gathering our materials. Step B, we're using the gear you have to see the portal. We know Dagon is going to do it with a science at the end.
Could I use my occult scholar to lower the DN by 2 to tell him what portions of the eye he needs most likely connected between the camera, the eye, and the All right, so I'll try to lower the DN with my scholar on B.
On B, I'll try to help him with the science part of it. Just be an assistance with science.
Okay. So the Colonel, you're going to use the occult to help with kind of
the
process. Okay. And that is going to end up being scholar. Dagon, I'm just going to put assisted by
McBain.
McBain. Why am I having trouble with the names all of a sudden?
McBain.
Okay.
McBain's helping Dagon.
All right. Anything else that we have?
Could I use a reality on the shard itself to make it more open to this new possibility of what we're trying to make it do?
I don't know
No,
that we.
okay.
Well, actually, I was going to say Pavel has the ability to look through various realities and shift fate around.
Yeah, running around with a precog.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it might not be here, but definitely on the last step, your precog could help us because, you are a Tharkoldu precog.
Well, but I
Yeah,
guess the question in front of it, if we could take it one step at a time and knock them out, is anything else everybody can do on B?
The only other thing I was thinking of is actually use the precog to look at the cards because we're going to be flipping cards.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
then
Because
precog on B.
So Pavel, that'll be kind of your own thing, just like McBain's gonna bless.
yes.
Yeah, I think that's a Pavel default. If you don't have anything to do to help with the number,
Then I precog.
then you
Yep.
precog.
Mm-hmm.
Yvonne's just going to hold still, right?
Yeah, Yvonne. I guess I'll just put here, Yvonne
Willpower, maybe? Could
takes a wound. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the DN from an 18 to a 16 there because we're going to just assume you're successful when you take the wound. I'm not even going to ask you to roll.
It's not working.
Yeah, why can't I hurt myself?
No, use the serrated spoon.
I mishapped and stabbed Dagon instead.
All right, so that's basically everyone doing something for step B. By the way, I gotta say, I love what you guys are doing here. I gotta pause and say that because hey, we're building a DSR where everybody is figuring out something to do every single round, and I just absolutely love that.
Well, you kind of gave us no alternative with this occult ritual. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm saying you gave us no alternative.
I guess the only thing that I could try to do, Rod, on step B maybe is a first aid on Ivan to make sure that he doesn't move at the wrong time so that we can get the eye in full proper, in whole. Right.
Oh, I thought you were assisting with a different thing.
No, Scholar, not on step B.
Not on step B. Okay.
All right, so step C, the scholar roll. What's your scholar, Jim?
Not as good as yours. I am not trained.
Okay, I got a 12.
Okay,
Same
so
here.
I will help him through the use of apportation magic since we're trying to open a portal.
Okay.
Mike, you got a 12 too?
Huh?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Robert.
Oh, no, I'm going to assist this step by using my apportation.
Okay. Mike, you got a 12 on your scholar?
Yeah. Yes. You get to make the roll on this one. You're the Orson.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's
I mean, I know Tharkol. I mean, if it was a Tharkoldu ritual, I'd be like, yeah, I'm all in. Okay, I can do this.
It's involving Tharkoldu.
Get me demon, and we rip off his wings, and we, get the thrall, and they dance in the, the fountain of, viscous ichor that comes out the demon. We're good, right?
All right. What else do we have as far as...
So this is where I was thinking that I could potentially bring in my faith, but require the corruption
faith
test.
mind?
I
Corruption?
think what you're doing here is really kind of opposed to all of your faith. I don't see how it's going to help you.
Right. That's why the
unless we're
corruption.
talking about an unscheduled faith change.
No.
Okay.
No, but that was why I was thinking the corruption test was required as part of the faith in order to try to help because it's so against my faith. But
I don't know that a corruption test has teeth for you.
fair.
Well, okay, so...
So, yeah, no.
You
Really,
can roll a
the
1.
first thing I said, that's true. I don't see how that how you twist that faith successfully.
I mean, it is Jim. He's got a better than average chance of rolling a 1 on his faith, his corruption test. So
Technically, he doesn't. It just seems that way.
Or if you would allow it, I mean, oh no, we're not doing that as a step. Okay, sorry.
I was going to say, Pavel's going to assist the colonel with the skull. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I have a thing.
Oh, okay.
So when I take my eye out, I still want the cord connected. So when it's hooked up to the camera and the octograph, it gives me pain. So you can roll a bonus die of shock damage.
Do you ignore shock damage?
No, I don't.
Okay.
As I'm getting some evil feedback or whatever.
How about we say it may have some sort of mental effect and make it like a will mind roll,
Okay.
right? As it impacts your sanity.
Mm-hmm.
That work?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bonus die shock would go away, but this might have yeah.
Have a free corruption.
No. This is not corruption. And I'm not even going to ask you to pass that roll. Lower than yeah. See, now we're all working together.
Exactly.
Could I use an evidence analysis on this newly hooked up octograph camera eye thing to make sure that it's all, still properly hooked up and working the way that we think it should?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to offer to heal Ivan, but I don't think that's going to happen.
2, 3, 4, 5. So only person I don't see, I think Dan.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. I maybe first aid to help him out since he's got his eye pulled out.
Well, I think he's already going to be. I think we already kind of have that in the previous step.
Yeah, I was trying to first aid in the previous step, but
I'll say, Dan, you've got Scholar also, right?
No, I mean, not trained.
Okay.
What other? You have Blessed, right?
Yeah, I have Bless. I was going to use that on the. Well, I guess I could use it.
You can always just go for a different Bless.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I was going to Bless first.
Or since for opening a portal, you could ward enemy.
I guess I could do that. And then Bless on the last one. Because the last one I was going to Bless Spirit.
Because we are creating a circle, so you're empowering the circle with a ward enemy.
All right.
All right. So here's what I have so far. This is taking up a lot of this page. I'm still loving this. Oh my gosh, I really am. All right. So what was that? Crap! I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. All right. What else do we think we're missing?
On step D, I can assist with divination since we're trying to bring it into focus.
Okay, that makes sense.
On step D, I am going to use my find because my eye is hooked up to find the thinnest part between this reality and the bleed. That's where we focus this on. But because I'm staring into the abyss, it's staring back at me, and I take a corruption test.
Okay. You guys, it's like a dream come true for me.
I have good news for you, Rod. It's recorded, so you can go back and watch it.
I'm feeling a little blue today. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to convince the whole table to screw themselves over. And they were like, yeah, no, thank you. That was good. That's what we wanted to do. So I'm like, you did?
Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
I didn't want to move my letters. I just wanted to move. I'm trying to move your tokens so that they're not under the words. By the way, Robert, I think you also have your little helper running around. Do you want me to put him on the board?
Sure. You can put him on the board.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll let you tell everyone what your little helper is doing. All right.
Okay. You're gonna need to let me have control of him. But there's a 2-foot doll that has a impact hammer, and he looks like a Cossack.
So he looks like Yvonne.
Is his name Mario?
There you go.
I haven't named him yet.
Well, now, but who's going to roll the main
reality
on step D?
So I probably should.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
14.
16.
Yeah, I'll help you.
All right. I think this looks great. I am ready to go if you all are.
You could possibly go
Hold on. Before we do this, do we have the right placement of cards in people's hands so that we can get them out in the order we want them?
That's a good point. You know, that's a great. Good on you, Jim.
Well, the first card I'm putting in my pool, my pool is going to be Second Chance.
Okay. Does anyone else have situational awareness?
No.
I have a reconnect.
Nope.
I have drama, hero, and flurry. I think will be what would come in handy for this.
Yeah.
I've got flurry and rally that are really the only ones applicable.
I also have a rally.
Yeah.
All right, then Mark, let me trade you a card because if you only have 2 cards that are really going to be helpful, because I don't see us getting a lot of cards out of this, right? So
No.
The cards we have are the cards we have. So here's a card that could be useful.
I'm going to give you the reconnect.
Okay, that's fine.
I will be throwing an idea probably out on the second or third round, just so whoever's successful, whatever they do, they're going to get a card. So there is a 1 round of popping.
Oh, and you have the master plan too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fine. I have a step A, so we could do step A on the first round if we really wanted to.
But you can get that into your hand?
The step A with
Cool.
situational awareness.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it means I have to do step A, so might not be the thing we really want because it means I'd be trying to do step A and everyone else would be working on what they're working on. So
It'll depend on. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that until the card flips down.
right. So okay, I think we're good. Otherwise, then.
All right. My plan is to basically have the professor probably aiding. I'm looking to see. I think he has each of the. Oh, wow! Surprisingly, does not have find. Huh? How did that go? Let me double check and see if it's just hidden because I don't have it showing. Oh yeah, he does. Okay, it's okay. Does he have science? He absolutely does. He has scholar, and he has reality. So I'm just going to assume since he's an NPC, he'll successfully help each of you guys to the tune of 1 person.
Okay.
Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Very fair.
Yeah. So we'll just add that to the number of people who are assisting. Any last minute things?
Don't think so.
I think we're good.
Yep, I think so.
All right.
We got the plans. Okay.
You guys have come up. I had a sample in case if nobody comes up with something, here's the sample idea. Let me actually copy paste what you guys did because I think it kind of blows mine out of the water. And
it's Yvonne and I'm gonna rip my eye out.
It was inspirational.
No, I mean, every single one of you, like, you're like, guys, we can do this, or we can commit, and yes, so I am, yes. All right, and it's very rare that you hear me praise players. It's just that's not in my nature. All right, anything else to do? Are we ready to flip this first card?
Flip it.
Flip it.
Flip, 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 flip. You spot a weakness. First, the heroes will get to surge. Let's get that out of the way.
By the way, we all know we're all like by creating this nice detailed plan of everything we're doing, we're screwing ourselves from trying to do multiple steps in a row, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, just to put that out there.
Well, we do have A and B. You can always say, you know what, we're not doing the extra steps. We're just going to go for A and B somehow, and skip out a couple of steps here and there, or just maybe not lower the DNs quite as much. You have options. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
Bond is not a 4 case, I don't think, right?
No, he's not.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well then, I believe we wanted to get a bless done first.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
done.
gonna boost it. I mean, well, actually, does we have an action? No, we don't have any cards yet. What am I thinking?
No cards. Yep.
No cards
Alright,
yet.
well, I'll spend it. Whatever.
Okay.
Last roll was
Hey.
19.
So here's the option.
Okay, there we go.
So let me see.
That was me discarding it for my scavenging. Not
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't actually have any enemy here.
So yeah, everybody's mind goes up by 2 points for the next minute. That is
All
what I
right.
was doing first, right? Mind.
Do you have to roll find on the scavenge, Lehman?
It does say roll find, and then that's like a value, so I can do that if you. Oops.
I just want to check for not a 1. All right, we're good. I literally wanted to check for not a 1. All right, so I'm gonna strike that as done. Right? McBain's bless is done. So far we're at a DN of 16. Dagon, I believe you wanted to try some medicine.
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Let's see how that goes.
Ugh,
So close.
horrible. But I really want to help on this, make sure we're getting through it. So I am going to go on and use the possibility.
Okay. What the heck just happened there? Okay, there it is.
So that's 21.
Yeah. All right, Thaddeus. You have a faith mind.
I do. And we got a +1 from mind, right?
2.
Plus 2.
All right, that's fine. Just changing it in there. Rod, I'm just gonna roll a regular mind roll and put a +5 for my adds in.
Okay. We just have to look and see if it doesn't explode. Then we just have to press the up button, right?
Yep.
All right. So we are currently down to a DN 12. And the Colonel said he was going to roll fine to assist. But it looks like we've lost the Colonel for a moment. So anyone want me to go roll that off his sheet?
Yeah. Go for it.
You can go.
Since we knew he said he was going to what he was going to do. So his find is right there. So wow, he's giving you some good help. Between him and the professor, you're actually going to have a +3 to this problem.
Nice.
And the mind stuff that they gave you. So that's all pretty good.
Mm-hmm. +3 modifier. $18.
We are going to get to step B. All right. So first, some things are going to happen. First, you're going to pull a card because we've gotten to the end of your turns. Let's everybody pull a card. Second, as you begin, Mark, I'll wait for him to put his headphones. Mark, since you are in here, I rolled fine for you and you had a good success.
Okay.
So you guys can begin to see this strange, almost like air rippling effect, and it looks like this strange flock of birds kind of bursts out of it as you are making contact with this bleed. These things are going to be very disturbing, horrible, horrible things. We'll talk about those in a moment. As you do this, you feel the reality of that bleed come in, and now I am about to deal you, some of you, new Cosm cards.
Dum, dum, dum.
Basically, if you get one, discard your Core Earth card, as the reality is going to shift based on what you guys are doing.
Hold on, Rod. This is my shocked face. We're in Aurora.
Yeah. I knew no one was going to be surprised. So,
As the all the Aurortians are like, this is what we do.
oh yeah, of course. Here.
Like, I feel at home now.
Yes, don't. If it only come before that surge.
Oh.
And Robert, you can drop that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Sorry.
No worries.
It's my cards. There you go.
So that's first, right? We're now in an Aurora dominant based off of this reality stuff going on. Second, I told you these horrible, horrible creatures burst out. And so, fortunately, that's going to happen kind of, end of the round. They're not doing anything right now.
Right when we really need to get to the hard stuff, here comes the fighting stuff.
I know I'm not surprising anybody with this either. Am I?
No, not really. You have said many a time before you love to have a fight and a DSR at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's the right way to do it.
It feels otherwise. It's just a little bit easier. So this is a horde of like these hybrid winged things that your eyes can barely take in, even what they are. They look at one point when you're looking, they almost look like crows or flying moles. But you see some insectoid quality that makes you think of ants. But when you kind of look away for a moment, it's almost gone from your mind. These things have some absolutely horrible thing going on. So I'm going to ask all of you to give me a will mind roll, as these things should not exist and they appear to be impacting your sanity itself.
Is this a fear roll that I can steady on?
It is not. This would be a sanity roll, not a fear. The good news, the DN, just a 10. You're not wounded yet, Yvonne. I don't think it matters with that roll.
It's just 1 point higher, so 5.
So who is it that's impacted there negatively here? It looks like Yvonne.
I think it's the two Tharkolder people go, what the hell is that?
All right. So
do not expect demon mole.
Are we good with those results? You guys are good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, for the time being, you guys can have a -1 penalty to spirit tests as you guys feel this insanity sinking into your head. But you know what? I'm sure it'll be fine. These things, by the way, I'm trying something new here. Let's see if this works. Look like this. And I have the defenses on the thing itself.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've done that. I've done some of them as handouts, but I'm like, I think it's just easier to put it on the creature. So, and they are small, so I have that built into the defenses, so you guys don't need to worry about that either.
As it should be.
Yes. Yeah, it just makes more sense. All right. You've all pulled cards. I think we're ready for step B.
Yeah.
Yes? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's right.
Now, here's where it gets a little weird and tricky, because now I have to draw the Cosm, the card, and go get the Aurora version of it.
I've pulled step C. If somebody else has pulled Flurry, and we get a B and a C. I don't know if that's going to work out right though, because we got a lot of other things going on to drop that.
What's going on? Bare your fangs. So if you are targeting those things, then your strength would be favored if your strength is higher than theirs. The approved action is intimidate. The heroes will go first. We have a B and a D. However, before you go first, once more, I need a surge.
We're in Aurora now?
Yes. Do you have any contradictory stuff?
I was checking. I do not currently have any contradictory stuff.
So sad. Pavel doesn't either, does he? No 4 cases.
The Colonel's carrying hollow points.
Oh, well, good luck.
Yeah.
You're not going to chance to put those down, huh?
Well, they're loaded into his Webley.
Oops. So McBain, what? You don't have anything. You're from Aurora.
Yes.
Oh, you also are carrying some hollow points, aren't you?
Yeah, I got some hollow points. They're in the. Yeah.
So where are you? So I believe that's a 4 case then. Yes.
I guess
It
so.
is if we're in Aurora's dominant.
Yep. Excellent. So I've given you the disconnection or the surge. All right. So
I can pool my reconnect if you want. Or no, I gave it to Jim.
I can get it if he needs it. So.
We'll roll for reconnect though.
Well, but we're on a B, so
you are. You have B.
I don't know that McBain was doing anything on B, was he?
Yeah, I was assisting.
He was assisting. I
science, but that's.
Well,
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Yvonne is going to take the wound because, well, the eyeball is necessary for the science, right?
But if he wants, I'll let him multi-action to pull his eye out and attack some things at the same time. I'm a nice guy.
It's very cinematic.
Right.
Oh, so this is a dramatic scene. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely dramatic.
Oh. Well,
So
Pavel
who
can...
might do what?
Hmm.
Are we sticking to the plan and hopefully these things don't hurt you too bad?
Yeah.
Well, I think Dagon definitely needs to do his science thing. I don't think McBain needs to assist. Thaddeus has a choice. Yvonne has a choice of pulling out the eye and multi-action.
Multi-action. Yep.
Oh. As a reminder, Rod, intimidate is down below, so I do get my intimidating presence.
Which lets you use that as a defense against things, I think, right?
Oh yeah, everything.
Okay. Everything or
it's any defense, any inact or any active
physical
defense.
as well.
Physical or
Interaction.
Okay.
Did McBain pop off enhance or something for us or for everybody or
you had a
our
bless
mind is
for your minds.
Mine is
mine?
blessed.
Okay.
Yep.
2 points for.
2 points.
For a minute. So are you going to go ahead and roll Scholar first then, Mark?
Well, mine. I was going to multi-action and do a scholar and attack, because I really don't want these things touching me.
Okay, that makes some degree of sense to me.
Let's see. What is their dodge? Your dodge is a 12.
Because they are small, yes.
Okay, and their toughness is a 10.
Yes.
I am going to target 3 of them, so I'm going to be at a -6 for the multi-action, the scholar and the attack. Yeah. All right. And I think my fire combat is lower, so I'm going to roll the Webley, and we'll bump it by 3 for my scholar.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm minus. We said 6. And in case anybody was questioning whether or not there was going to be candy, they shouldn't have.
No one was. They were sure.
Yeah. Last roll was a 14, not a 145. There we go. Shit, I wanted it better than that though. But I guess I'll take a 13. That's a standard success, right?
That is. How much damage do you do on a standard?
15. If they 14 because they have a point of armor, so the hollow point doesn't actually do anything.
They do. They have these chitinous shells, but that. Oh, I got it. This is making me move this over so I can click these guys. Let me move them over here. Okay. That's the only problem. I am limited on space. All right. So the 3 you shot are all going to take some shock. Hey, good news. They took shock.
He took shock.
No, I'm paying attention to that. I really want to get a wound going and take
has
them
gone
out.
down for Dagon.
Damn it.
What? No, you did fine.
No, I needed a BD to get to, anyway.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a plus
A coup de grace.
basic bonus?
Basic bonus.
Not in my pool yet.
Yeah, I've got a hero in my pool.
Right.
Well,
So
I'm
Don't
thinking-
use it for this.
I may need it.
No, don't use it for this. But I mean, the good news is I got a 16 on my scholar, so that's a good success on the on the bump. So that should bring your.
It did. I already changed the DM.
Oh, you changed. Okay, that's
I absolutely did.
excellent.
I did that before I even gave him the shock, because I'll be honest, I figured that was the more important thing to remember.
Yes, damn right.
All right, Yvonne, taking that wound.
Yep.
Blood flows. It's awesome. Any multi-action to go with it?
Yes, I'm going to shoot one of these guys.
All right. You don't use the eye for aiming, right?
No, I do not.
Okay, just checking.
He's channeling that pain into bludgeoning one of these demon moles. Oof.
There you go. Nice.
So yeah, 14. That's definitely going to hit. How much damage are we doing? Are we looking at 15 or 14 AP1?
I'm going to spend a possibility, see if I can.
Well, you may not have to because the Chunyokai is 14 AP2, isn't it? Out of the gate. I think you might want to inquire before you start spending.
I don't know that you know how many wounds these things can take. By the way, I was trying to describe lots of them coming out. It looks like several of them may have scattered. So good news, you don't have to deal with the entire
Lock.
You have a very, very bizarre notion of what good news is.
I don't see how it's different from any other DM.
Nope.
Your call, Liam, but I think 16 is going to deal a wound. But
It's not AP though.
Oh.
Chunyokai 13 is.
Nope.
You might be looking in the final book. Or you, Mark, I think when you built yours, you had put the AP rounds in your Chunyokai.
Mm.
All right, so we're
Game on.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spend that possibility.
all right, go for it. You guys have lots, so why not, right? That is a good hit. How much damage are we doing on the good?
14 and a bonus dice.
So let's see how we do.
And then it has 10 toughness.
Correct. That will take it out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Colonel.
Seeing as
Turn.
he's currently just pulled his eye out, I should definitely do the first aid thing on him. But there are, that's still a whole lot of them out there.
It is. And that you were saying you were doing that to help him keep still. I don't know that you're going to be able to help him keep still as he's shooting at things. Might want to give up on that first aid. Up to you.
I'm going to try anyway, because I said I would. Probably going to fail because I'm going to shoot 3 of them with a crucifixion.
That miracle needs to be fixed to not multi-target.
All right. Well, I have good news for you, Rod. I'm not trained in first aid, so you know.
Oh, good. So we're going to roll first aid because that's the lower skill.
Correct. All right. My faith is clearly a lot higher than
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what? I have enough right now. I'm going to spend 1. And then I'm going to wonder why I can't pick it back up. Alright, so that is 8 points higher for my faith, so that is a 21 versus their dodge.
Oh yeah, that'll absolutely hit. I assume you're going in one of the little packs of 3 together.
Correct, and not the one that the colonel shot.
And that's going to be like 16 and a couple
Plus,
of bonus dice.
Yes.
I'm gonna take them off.
Yeah, I figured. But
all right, so that's Thaddeus, Pavel, Roderick. What do you want to do?
Well, I need to reconnect.
Yes, before you do anything else, that is true.
There we go.
You have reconnected.
And I'm going to shoot an explosive round at this group here.
Almost decided to go with. Well, there's still a couple others flapping around. It's possible we could get more dropping. We'll see how it goes.
19 for.
19, I believe, is a good, isn't it?
I have to go back and find the sheet. All right, so that'll be. 15.
Although I figured putting it on the sheet also gives us more desktop space, and then people don't have to zoom in and out. It's just pop up or down.
Well, AP2, so that's incorrect. But it's still a wound 2 shock. It should have been toughness 8 if it was AP2. No, it's supposed to show us the same about.
It's toughness 10. But yeah, with the bonus dice you're going to get on each of them, the explosion drops these things. When they're landing, by the way, they seem to be like kind of like giving off some sort of smoke and maybe melting. That's not right.
That's wrong.
In case anyone wasn't sure, it's just not right.
It's exactly correct. It's a cult. Thank you very much.
So Pavel's going to target those 2 and do the precog.
Do the thing.
I'm making sure for within 25 meters so I can use my shotgun.
Yep.
Which gives me all the bonuses. So it'll be a -4 on that. Multi-action, multi-target. Yeah, -4. Well, we will first.
That was so a malfunction.
Yeah, I know. I know. Drop that possibility. 4. That's a little better.
Oof.
Wow.
That is pretty good.
That is a little better. Let's see. With a 19, that's a good success on the gun. Base damage is 14, so that'll get in the 15 range. And then on the precog, let's see. There's a bonus of a +12. So that gets me up to a. What's it? 30?
30 sounds outstanding. So go ahead, do
That's
your
outstanding.
And I'm going to ask you, because you don't know if he's going to succeed on step B right now. So I'm going to ask you to finish with the card thing before Dagon rolls for science.
Mm-hmm. You want to give me a couple cards?
Oh, it won't let you draw?
Cards?
Okay.
I can draw. Okay.
Yeah. I set that deck up to draw ages ago. Now, bear in mind, that's not showing you what the situation is for Aurora.
Yeah. But if it's bad, it's going to be bad. Let's keep that a mystery, so we're fine with that.
You sure? Okay, because I was going to say, if you want to just tell me the numbers, I'll send you those, the Aurora card.
I can do that too.
No, because then when he says card 40, we're all gonna go, darn it.
Well, if it's card 40, he's dumping it probably. Although maybe not, because I think that one has what, like a critical problem or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the birds fly down, disrupt your ritual, and then you're starting all over.
Let's see. So we got a 7, a 14, and a 5.
7, 5, 14. All right. So go ahead, drop those 3 and delete them. And I am going to pass you these 3. Well, I suppose it would help if I actually opened up my thing and passed them. Because that makes sure that you get the best possible bonus, right?
Correct. All right, I'm just going to make sure that they're in the correct order.
Well, don't you get to mix it with your success level?
Oh, I do, but I like having things in order to look at first.
Almost like you're an IT guy.
Close, yes. Doop, and doop. There we go.
I tried to delete them before anyone could read.
Only Pavel knows how dark our future actually might have been.
I have an idea.
You don't count. You're the GM. You always know.
Honestly, in Torg, I don't think that's true.
Oh, let's, I think I'm going to drop that one.
Kill a stutter in time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, but that's a B.
Okay. Yeah, but that's a villain up. I'm good with that.
I was kind of looking at that. So we're gonna give you that.
That's the next one. All right. Are you gonna hold on to the other one?
I will hold on to it right now. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is the one you're giving me. Or that's the one you're holding on to.
Oops, that's the one I'm holding on to. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. All right. Dagon.
Yes.
It's all down to you for this particular round.
And how many bonuses do I get? The professor is helping.
You're going to have a +1, and your DN is a 12.
17.
All right, step C. You can realize at this point that you've gone through enough of your ritual where this portal is going to open. Right? Mm-hmm. That is the good news. No matter what, this thing is opening. You are very confident you will be entering the bleed. It's a question of how much control will you have when you enter versus not. Right?
I'm also commanding, since it's a symbol, Cossack to protect me.
So, of course.
Hoping that if they come to me, they'll hit him first.
Of course. All right, so oh, this is terrible. This is what they're going to do. There's only 2 of them left, huh? So one of them is coming for Ivan, and the other is coming for Pavel. I believe you both already failed those rolls. And it's almost like they can kind of sense that. Who knew? And as they do, you can see they have some sort of like serrated pincers, but as they get close, suddenly they seem to sprout what almost looks like a scorpion tail coming out and below them that appears to be trying to sting you. This might not be pleasant. I have no bonuses to hit or anything else, do I? I don't. All right, so Yvonne, 10's probably not going to do it, but I have 11 GM possibilities. So let's go ahead and get rid of one. Anyone here negating? Okay. Ooh, no,
Wrong party. We're the wrong party for that.
I don't remember. 16, how does a 16 look?
That is a standard success.
Just a standard. All right. So it's going to be 13 damage as it hits you. Is that exceeding your toughness?
You said 13?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you take a little bit of shock, and you can see this like dripping off the tail just where it hit your armor is some sort of, it's hard to say what that, almost like this pink or purple or multicolored scintillating venom that didn't do anything to you. So congratulations. For Pavel, I have another possibility. I just don't want you to feel left out, you know?
I appreciate that.
At 11, not so great.
That'll be a miss
That will be a miss.
because of intimidation.
It's almost like when these things are stinging, they have to be very, very precise with where they hit. I had mentioned that many of them of the flock had flown kind of off, but you know what? Several of those are coming back. So here you go. Ain't that nice of them? So we have a couple more groups, and you know what? I'm going to do them in groups of 2.
Real question is whether or not they're coming back because we killed some, or whether or not they're coming back because,
Second wave.
they were coming back anyway. We'll never know.
That's it. You'll never know. All right.
Yes.
That's all of you. You all pulled cards already. That was all of them. Right?
Actually, I am pulling my card now.
Yeah, I'm pulling.
Alright, I'm pulled.
All right. All right, so here we go. I have this card here in my hand. Tear it down. Gain a bonus dice of damage against an object. Not a big deal. We have A, B, and C. And the heroes will be fatigued. Proved actions are intimidate and maneuver. So let's press that fatigue button, if you would, please, gents.
No, I don't wanna.
Of course not. Of course not.
Wah.
Anyone making any changes to what our plans were, or say we're rolling on and going for it? Because you all get to go first.
All right. Rolling ward
I
enemy.
have no. I mean, I might shoot one of these at the same time as.
Of course.
All right, everybody's got plus
Well,
2
then
to the defenses.
Kick it off.
I'm just double checking something.
I went ahead and rolled the ward enemy. Everybody gets 2.
If they're supernaturally evil.
Well, it's, yeah.
I should have got a. I should if they
Kind-
are. I should have got a scholar.
But
check.
it's still my thing for this round, too.
I did not actually ask you about the scholar check, Mark. You don't need to worry about it.
They're not supernaturally evil.
No, we're
No.
worse. They're just evil.
Or otherworldly.
Sure.
I am going to take -2 to try to hit one of these things with an elf sprayer.
Okay.
It's the same number as my application, so.
Okay. Elf Sprayer, that's a 4 case too, right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Go for it.
15, that's a 9. I need at least one more.
Basic bonus gets you there.
Yeah, but I don't have a basic bonus.
You've got 3 possibilities.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna just use one of those.
You also have a way to give everyone on your side an Rorschach possibility.
Oh, I can't because it's daylight, isn't it?
Trust me, there's a way that could work.
Okay, I'll do that in just a moment.
Okay.
I don't know. Rob's awful freewheeling
Giving.
with our possibilities. It's making me worried.
Well, to be fair, he is trying to give me an Orwortian possibility, and he knows that's always going to be fun for him.
Gonna make it fun for everybody, guys. Come on, trust me here.
Mm-hmm.
First mistake.
Okay, so 16. It's still just going to be a standard success on.
It will be just a standard, yes.
So it's a 14.
All right, so I'm gonna give shock to these two over here.
Okay.
I went with the ones on the right in case it mattered.
No, it didn't. But I do make the apportation roll, so.
Yep, I will change that. Are you also playing the lights out? You can wait. You're down to 2 possibilities. You don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. All right. So Dagon is done. Yvonne, knowing that these things have already given you some sort of negative to your sanity, are you sure you want to do that will mind?
Oh, yes.
Because it may exacerbate whatever it is they've done.
Yeah, I understand. and I'm going to holster my pistol, and I'm gonna punch it, because I'm like have my eye hooked up to this machine that's connected to me, so it's not like I can go swinging a big hammer. That doesn't make sense. Let's see what my lower willpower and mind and combat. My unarmed combat is actually lower. And we're gonna spend a possibility.
That's a good idea.
There we go.
Better roll. So your sanity is as intact as it previously was at the beginning of this round. You also, I think, unarmed combat, their defense is, that's standard success. How much damage are you doing on a standard?
15.
That will destroy it. So you punch it out of the air, and you are seeing multiple images play. I have lowered the DN, and he's also done. So we have Thaddeus, Pavel, and then I'm assuming the Colonel is probably going last. Pavel originally was planning to help the Colonel. Is he still gonna? Or are you gonna deal with these incoming creatures?
You know what? I think the Colonel's got this. It's down to a 12. I think we're okay.
I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm confident also. So what Pavel is going to do is he's going to multi-action. We're going to multi-action with the. Should I do that or that? We're going to multi-action, intimidate, and shift fate.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. Versus that dude.
The dude that's right in front of you.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Not horrible.
No.
Not the best result that I want.
No.
So I'm going to
But
give
it's
you...
successful.
It is.
It is successful on the intimidate. The shift fate
Less so.
is... Oh, wait, hold on. It's a precog 18. No, that's successful also. I need a 16. I've got an 18, so that gives me a bonus of 0. Well, which is actually what I want.
Yeah, the easiest way is to just read the difference between the base skills
Mm-hmm.
and raise the 10 by the difference there.
Yeah, it's an 18 is the base skill.
So 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what condition are we putting on this thing?
We're gonna make it stymied.
I thought you were going to go for that.
Mm-hmm. And on the next card, I'm going to put intimidate on the card.
Of course you will.
Yes.
Don't forget to draw your card.
Yes, that's correct. And I'm going to give you that because that'll be
I take it.
the next card.
All right, Thaddeus.
You know, there's a bunch more coming, and you know, the Colonel thinks he's pretty confident on it, so I'm just going to crucify 4 of those coming up on us for the same -6, and not assist the
Okay.
ritual. Apparently, I should have though.
Wow. Nice.
Yep, that is a good success. You said how many? 4? All right, Colonel. Looks like it's just you left.
Oh, I was absolutely going to do a thing. That gives
Scholar
me
roll?
a net 8. You know, I will go ahead and just do a scholar roll. There are only 2 left. I was gonna chuck a grenade or shoot and do the scholar roll, but I'll just do the scholar roll.
All right.
Just focus.
You have a +1.
+1. That's a very nice.
All right, our step C is done. That is all of you. You should pull cards. All right. So we have one of these guys is very stymied. Everyone's pooled at this point, I assume.
I think so.
So Pavel, this one that is very stymied. And again, because I got these, I got to use them.
He doesn't have to use them. He just tells himself that. That's okay.
I do. No, I feel I owe it to you guys. 14, I think, is a miss on Pavel.
14 is so my spirit's down. So I have a 12 defense right now. So it is a standard hit.
Okay.
But can I give you this nice little action card to up my dex?
You can't because it's to a test.
No.
You could if you actively defend.
If I actively defend, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That ward enemy doesn't affect them.
They're not supernaturally evil.
Supernatural.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
So it's a standard hit currently.
A standard hit. All right. Well, it's not a lot. It's only 13 damage. Does that exceed your toughness?
That does exceed my toughness.
It does. Oh well.
Because my toughness is 11.
So I'm afraid you have been envenomated. Oh, actually, hold on.
I'm holding.
What is your mind?
My mind is currently a 13.
Excellent. You are definitely envenomated. So you all of a sudden feel some psychic connection with this thing. You begin seeing strange images of outer space that are just coming into your mind.
Leave it to Mike to get psychically connected to an insect creature.
What's that?
I said, leave it to Mike to get psychically connected to an insect creature.
Right?
That's never happened before.
Hey, at least he's not romanced by it.
I was going to say,
I was going to say,
Mike's a mind
to
guy.
play the romance cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind control Mike.
And the others looks like Thaddeus is going to get this one, and he's getting that one. Mm-hmm. Yvonne.
Yay, not it.
All right, so Thaddeus. Ugh.
I assumed I took a couple shots from that too.
Yeah, whatever the 13 does, probably
Yep.
what. it still hurt, right?
Yep.
So Thaddeus, I don't think I'm going to hit you even spending this. No. Seven's currently a miss. Him.
You're a lot closer than you think you are, but it isn't that. My defense is only an 8.
Yeah, I'm looking at my thing. And then I have for Yvonne. I tried to deplete these earlier, but you guys gave me 2 close calls. I got nothing to do. A 15. That could hurt.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's standard.
The standard, and we've already realized the standard gives you 1 shock and you don't get envenomated.
Mm-hmm.
That part's sad. All right. Did I delete this after? No, I did not. All right. I'm just making sure that my count is correct and that I don't have extras left. Well, that was all of them, right? Yeah. You guys have already gone. You've already pulled cards, so now we're going to flip this this card. This is round 4, by the way.
Yep, and so far we've been step by step, so.
Yes. Villains may move adjacent to a Storm Knight no matter the previous range. The villains will go first. They'll be fatigued. The approved action is Trick. And you added a, whatchamacallit to it.
Intimidate, yep.
Yep, we do have a step date.
Awesome.
So, let's start the round with you who are envenomated. If you wish, you can roll Will Mind. If you fail, you will take Fatigue.
Fantastic. Will Mind? All right, it's set for Will Mind.
Yeah, you guys might want to add the line on your sheets. Just up to you.
This might be coming up for a while.
There we go.
Saying.
I made at least a 10.
I even have a handout for it. But we'll get to that. Yeah, you made the 10, so you will not take Fatigue this round. All right, that has gone away. I have 3 of them. And this time, they basically hit you with these serrated pincers, and then they fly up into the air. They kind of swoop away. And what's good for them is, as long as they're swooping away and not trying to sting, they will not become vulnerable when they move. So, Yvonne, for you, not going to bother. Hobble, that's probably going to hit.
Oh.
What level hit?
Yeah, so I was 12, so that is outstanding.
Excellent. I rolled the wrong thing. I clicked the attack again.
And we're happy.
No, because I think he's just going to take that for me as an attack on me, but.
No.
So that's a it's 9.
Take
so
that
wounded and ooh. I am
Gonna try to soak in a Rorsch?
no. I'm gonna use my you see, being from Tharkold, I'm a little bit of a masochist.
Check.
So I'm going to let's see.
Are you taking it and the possibility now?
I will take it, and you can give me a possibility.
All right. There you go. There's your pass.
I will currently take that wound. Okay.
For Thaddeus, 20. That should be outstanding, Jim.
It is.
And only 17 damage, I believe, is a wound and 2 shock for you.
Yes, but I would like to attempt to soak. I know we're in a Rorsch, but I'm going to have to try. I do not wish to have the wound penalty for the step.
Of course not.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
I might be built for that.
You might be. All right. So, McBain, you had a bless for spirit that you were going to try. You want to
Yes.
go for that?
Just waiting for the word to argue. And 14 gives us...
+1.
Yeah, so I'm going to boost. Gives us at least a +2.
Unfortunately, that does not stack with my Victoria Gloriana.
No.
Last roll.
Well, if
It
it goes
gets
above,
2, it'll exceed it.
There you
Oh,
go.
no, I know.
Yeah, +2.
Let's see. Yep. And
So,
duration's about.
That's outstanding. So it's +2 for a minute. Or the rest of this encounter, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Pavel, you wanted to try some precognition and see some various possibilities of the future, et cetera, et cetera?
I like that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I'm not gonna do anything extra.
Yeah, 'cause the extra would be doing something with the deck, and it's the same skill, so you could.
Yep.
So, yep, that will lower our DN to a 16. Yvonne, I think there was going to be some find on this.
Yes.
You know, it's funny. It took a little while to set all this up, but now that you did, the rounds are going much, much faster.
Yes.
I knew that we would be on step B still if we hadn't built this out and gamed it out beforehand.
Yeah. Dagon, you had some divination?
Yep. And there it is.
Yep, there it is. So we are down to the DN 12. Colonel, you're going to roll to assist. I assume you're doing that. Basically, trying to get away from these Bayaki birds.
I count as 2.
All right, so that's going to get us up to 3 because you have the professor helping Jim. So you're at a +3 against the DN 12 reality. Don't roll a 1.
Right, and I'm gonna actually put 4 because I didn't build the extra bonus on the spirit in
Fine.
there.
Sounds good.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing, Rod, but that's the same. Holy gosh, crushed it. Well
Wait,
done.
Anybody happen to have glory? Just checking.
No.
Not in my pool.
Okay,
No.
Nor no, I don't have it, but yeah, no.
that's fine. Just I didn't think I had seen it when I was looking through, but
No.
I knew some
Well done,
cards
though.
had been drawn. Well, every now and again I have to balance my ones rolls out.
Yeah, apparently.
I will say we did a fabulous job in enacting a horrific thing. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we're using some human blood and taking wounds. Now's probably an appropriate time to ask for those corruption rolls.
Okay.
Everybody?
Everybody assisted and participated, yes?
So are we rolling willpower?
It is willpower, yes.
And it's
I
just
like
a
it.
standard difficulty?
Standard difficulty.
Okay.
That's good.
Here's where I'm going to put my action.
Whoa! Is there a second chance there for Dan?
Anybody?
I'm sorry, man. I ain't
Oh,
got
yes,
it.
I do have a second chance.
Right, I was gonna say somebody had one. So
Cool.
I'm just going to put it down. Dan, send me whatever you want.
Where are you? You're right here. This should be you. Okay, let's try that again.
All right, there you go. Were you hoping for another one, Mark? Is that what you inferred?
I was just saying what you were thinking.
Not completely. All right, so I think everyone then is good, right? No one has been corrupted by using the occult.
correct.
No.
So the sky darkens as this.
Well, hey, Rod, before you jump into that, at 9:07, do we want to cliffhanger the description of where the portal opens up, or do we want to hear the description and
I
then
want to do
cliffhanger?
the description because then we're also going to hit the end of an act.
Oh, beautiful.
Do
Okay.
it all at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So yeah, the sky kind of seems to darken as the portal. It's hard to say whether you've entered it or it engulfs you. It feels a little bit more like the latter. And you feel yourselves, it feels like you're falling through literally outer space. You can see stars and maybe galaxies or something whirling about. Fortunately, because you have control of the portal, you do not need to worry about your sanity at this time. You find yourselves as everything is beginning to swirl around you. You think you hear people talking, the sound of a train, and for some weird, uncanny reason that this happens sometimes in a rush, you find yourselves in another place. We're going to talk about that place after the break.
Right.
So it is going to be the end of an act. So we can drop the cards and the possibilities.
So, hey, Rod, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Just fun wise, do you mind if I use the mark of terror before the act ends, just so I have a cool little physical mark?
Sure.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, does it give you an Overwatch possibility
It does technically give me an Aurora possibility.
like that, so that you can have a chance to hold on to it?
I mean, if you don't mind.
All right, I'll be back in a couple.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Don't go too far.
I was just eating.
Yep.
And we are back.
All right. So first, did we get glory that round? That I don't think we did.
We didn't.
We had lots of rolls that could have gotten there, but I don't think we just didn't have the
Card.
card.
Wasn't in the cards for us.
Well, I thought we did because we had 5 cards.
Did anyone?
Wait,
yes, we did.
wait,
Thaddeus
yes.
gloriously 63 assisted my scholar test. Roderick McBain documented.
All right.
Yeah.
I've dealt each of you 5 cards.
Robert, it looks like you need to take those 2 possibilities and another one.
Yes.
Oh, is anyone more shooty than me?
I mean, what's your shooting?
Well, I got a precision. I just picked up a precision. I do like 14, 15 points of damage, but I only have a 12 in fire combat.
No, I
Rod,
got
is it
16 in
okay
fire
if
combat, but I
since
did the
we're
same
going
damage.
on from where we were, that I just keep my gadgets?
So, normally I think it says what? You have to change them like once per story.
Yeah.
So, since it's once per story, it would make sense that they wouldn't change in between.
Okay. Thank you.
Is this thing a gadget or is it you have to build a new, you use that as a once per act build a thing?
No, this is a gadget.
It is, okay.
Yeah. No, I used my weird science last time for the ritual.
Okay. All right, so that thing you think would get sucked through the portal with you based off of how your perks work. That was really kind of the purpose of that question.
Okay.
I'm going to change that back to 3 because I'm going to be moving you guys ready to a different map.
That just seemed like that. You're the right person to have that, Jim.
Yep, no, that's fine. I'm actually looking to see if there was anything else that someone else had that I might really need
Have
to
you looked at mine?
have a suggestion to.
Well, do you have 2 cards though that'll go well with that, so that you can take advantage of that?
And Rod,
Yes.
I'm just going to go on and take 2 awesome cards when you deal them out.
You may want to wait on that a minute. Why don't you hold on to that? I'm going to move you to another tabletop, and then I'll let you decide if you want to do that.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, it's a Rorsch. I don't mind.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Robert, this is what you missed in my home game.
Oh, okay. Then I'm definitely going to attune this.
Yeah. You're like, you know what? This could really hurt. I'm going for it. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a 50-50 shot of that one.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah, still going to play it.
Robert.
Now, I'm not going to share the tent with you. Let me deal 1 to each of you.
You guys are not prepared.
Hey, Liam.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it the same way, Rod?
I thought about it. I can't. There's no good way to get that to work online.
You could put them in your hand.
Yeah, but then I got to keep track and figure out which one belongs to who and stuff.
The numbers. Just write down the numbers.
Yeah, I figured, hey, this is fine. So, since it's a new Cosm, if I was running this face to face, I said to people, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deal you all these Cosm cards face down, and I'm going to let you choose to look at it or not. And if you choose not to, I'll look at it, and I will tell you when it's appropriate. And later on, if you play when I'm like, it would be appropriate to play that, I'm going to give you a free possibility.
So you have no idea what the card does.
And I'm going to relate this to one of the world laws. I don't want to tell you what it's called for now, so we'll just call it the law of the unknown, since you know it's a world law doing this. This is what Mark is saying I should do. Yes.
You could still do it, but do it on the Game Master later. Put R tokens, and then you could put the cards down there.
You 100% should do it, Rod.
That would technically work, Robert.
That would absolutely work. That's a great idea, Robert. So the choice that we have as players is if you want to look at your Cosm card, that's fine. You're giving up an extra possibility to know whether or not you really want to be afflicted with whatever's on the card. If you're willing to let Rod tell you, hey, your card is applicable right now if you want to play it. If you do play it, you get a free possibility for not knowing what the hell he's getting ready to do to you. And then whatever else the card says.
And I'm still pulling the attunes, so
I know you are.
That's fantastic, Robert.
All right.
I will tell you that both times I got Cosm, all 3 times I got Cosm cards in the home game, I was never disappointed, and I never looked at them once, and I'm not looking at them this time either.
So is there anybody who wants to turn me down on that offer?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
I have an ability that I can discard.
Right, he can discard it and
see if
search.
it's worth it or not. So.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair.
That is absolutely fair. I had help, so anyone who's watching, right? Dan, you've said before you like to kind of give plugs for things, right?
Yeah.
So, which I'm okay with. These on the Infiniverse Exchange, if you go look for decks and stuff that you can create or that have been created by players. One of the guys he's known on Discord as Gray March. He helped me build these, and I actually printed them out.
He has these cards in hand when we play at home. It's great.
All right, that's the second one for you, Robert. And now I got to go look at all of them. And since they're on the GM layer, it's slightly harder to see.
Totally worth this time.
No.
Because I can actually change the opacity and make it where I can see them pretty well. Now that I think about it. So, that to the back, with that to the back. Yeah, because originally I was thinking I'd have to do it on 2 different layers. That's a huge pain in the neck. I don't want to do that. But I would say you have absolutely given me a good idea. I thank you.
Stay.
Is there anyone else who says, you know what, I don't want to wait. I want to see this now. All right.
Surprise us.
And, except for you, Mark, you have to play immediately when drawn.
Naturally. So I don't get the bonus, huh?
I'm afraid not.
I'm just boned. All right.
Yep. Here you go.
All right.
I didn't see the card.
Well, I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay.
It says the void looks back. Play immediately when drawn. All other heroes are disfavored when making fear tests for the remainder of the act. You may end the effect and discard this card at any time, but must then immediately make a sanity test.
Let's talk about that for a moment. Now, some of you have already rolled this. Obviously, there are some things which the human mind, or the conscious mind, if you want to include dwarves, elves, etc., it's just there are things man was not meant to know. And unfortunately, there are times when we have to deal with the fact that we understand some of these things.
I'm discarding the shit out of this.
The card that he's gotten, and the idea that I'm calling something a sanity test, should begin to give you guys, if you don't already have an idea, of what sort of cosm this is. What sort of cosm this is. It is a pocket domain, technically, right? All right, so I'm looking at that. That would make sense. That'll be funny.
So, you said it makes all willpower disfavored?
I'm discarding the shit out of it. You don't have to worry about it, Jim.
So you're gonna go ahead and play it.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. It's play immediately.
Yeah, so let's put that on the table.
It is.
I'm on a different
From map.
Everybody drink.
Means I gotta reload. No, I'm on the right map. Means I gotta reload because it showed to me that it was still in your hand.
So you want my sanity roll now? It's a DN10, yes?
It's still. Oh no, that's Yvonne's card I was looking at. So you can always wait.
No, I'm not waiting.
So yeah, as you're passing through, apparently this portal that gets you there, there is something very, very disturbing. So yeah, it is a will mind roll.
DN10?
Hopefully, it is a DN10. You feel fine. With the abilities you guys have, I would have said, you know what? Let's just favor Jim because we have 2 chances still to get rid of fear effects.
Well, and I'm going to steady on for most of it anyway, so
Right.
I don't have to roll. But I'm,
No, and we have 2 steady ons.
screw that. No. Mark's done this before. Screw that.
I'll tell you now, Roderick, you can play your card anytime you would like.
Just anytime.
Anytime you'd like. It is applicable whenever you would like.
Okay.
So
Why not?
Do
Ooh. Going for it, huh?
Sure. Give me that possibility and pop that sucker out there.
So there you go. I put a possibility next to your token.
Oh, and don't forget to give
I
Colonel
gave-
Archibald his.
No, I don't get one. That's a play immediately.
Play
You get
immediately.
one.
You had no choice.
Oh.
So you, Dan, apparently have found a lucky coin. This object has found its way into your pocket. So you can roll 1d2 or whatever else you'd like for those regular possibilities. Or if you want, I can press a button and tell you.
Okay. So
What works best for you?
I haven't seen that one. That
I
one's a
got
new
3
one.
of them. So
That's the one.
Yep, 3 of them. Oop, I did not mean to steal that. I was trying to close your... So that's Aurora.
copy and paste that. Copy. All right.
That's the one Jim wanted.
You're right, I did.
Oh, you got a Nile. All right, how's our third looking? Aurora, excellent.
And he gets a shiny new one.
Yeah, so you can. I already gave that to him, so you can discard
Okay.
those 3 and pick those 3 up instead. All right, that should take us for a little while. I'm going to hide this. I have a table tent to show you eventually, as you figure things out, of course.
So Rod, would you care to hand me that card back?
I discarded it. Why?
It's showing in your hand.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the. There you go.
Thank you.
I thought you had meant the Cosm card.
No, I meant the pool card that you stole from me a minute ago.
That was that. So your mind is foggy. You're not sure exactly where you are, how you got here, but it does clear. You know you are in Aurora at some point, but the law of the uncanny is making it hard to pinpoint where and how you got to where you are currently. Your mind is clearing as you find yourself debarking a train at a train station. There's a general hubbub around you as people move past. Additionally, you all find yourselves appropriately dressed. Those of you who follow scholarly pursuits have nice tweed suits, definitely an older fashion to several of you. Although for you folks in Aurora, this might seem a little newfangled, very, bleeding edge. And you are probably all aware that your current dress is not abnormal for this time and place. There are a number of trunks nearby, which you can see are all labeled with your names. Hopefully your gear is in there. As folks are running around, some of them narrowly kind of missing you, you see a young man approaching you, and he waves and calls out to you.
Oh, yes, lad, these trunks here.
Well, hold on. He's a younger fellow, probably in his early to mid-20s. He's wearing an older style college sweater, which is black with a large red M on it. And he goes,
Oh, no.
yes, I presume you're Colonel Rasmussen, yes?
At your service, sir. You are?
Ah, yes, Marcus Gill. Surely you recall that I was meeting you here. And then he will greet the 6 of you by name.
Do I recall this, Shirley?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
What is the city? Where are we at?
Ah, yes, we are at the train station at the moment. I was sent to pick you up. I'm sorry. I hope you haven't forgotten.
I'm looking for a porter.
As you can see, I bumped my head a little.
To ensure we're both talking about the same
Bill,
thing.
we
Why don't
are
you
not
tell us
in
what you're talking
Siberia.
What is the name of this city we got off at? I'm a little slow.
You must excuse my companion. They have, they're very tired.
Ah, yes.
The train trip was very long.
Yes, yes. I'm certain that it was, and I'm very sorry. A porter. You said a porter. Let's get a porter for you. We'll get that taken care of.
And someone to pick up the bags, yes.
Oh,
That would
absolutely.
be the porter.
Yes.
The porter would be the ale, sir.
At that, as he begins trying to flag down a porter. The professor, by the way, is still with you. What is? I guess
that is what I'm trying to ask. What is name of city? The little boy doesn't want to know, or tell us. I don't know.
I'm going to lean over to Pavel. Just roll with it.
What's our contact's name again, please?
He introduced himself as Marcus Gill. As he's coming back with a couple of porters, the train begins to kind of whistle and take off. I'm going to ask each of you to just roll find for me very quickly.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Are Pavel and I still -1 to spirit tests?
I'm afraid you're going to have that penalty for a little while.
Okay, I just
It's
wanted to
not
make sure.
permanent like corruption.
Approximately the next 4 to 6 hours, maybe 12 of gameplay.
It might last. All right, so Dagon and the Colonel, McBain, several of you, you see you look for a moment, and the train, you look into that car that I guess maybe you came out of, and for a moment on the far side, right, you can see several windows, you see the other side of the depot, but for a moment, one of the windows catches your eyes, something looks a little bit off. It's about this time, Dagon, you feel something just kind of crash into your back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an older fellow, almost like older guy, cane, stooped with age. And he is red in the face, and then he literally starts screaming at you for no reason. You missed my train! As the train begins to kind of pull off.
That shape, looking out this train at that shape, if it looked anything like a Rorschach block that I see out a window,
yeah,
I'm going to have a little bit of extra fear for you.
For me?
Well, as in, because of the last...
Because of what you did.
Well, because of the last adventures on a train that I had, and saw something out of a window.
No. What you guys, those of you who hit the DN10, for a minute, you think you see out of that window the clearing where you had performed your ritual.
Oh, okay.
And then this old guy is hollering what at Dagon?
You made me miss my train.
Oh, you made me miss my train.
Actually, you tripped over me.
You were in the way. He kind of gets up.
Well, honestly, you should have been here about half,
tattered.
15 minutes earlier.
What's that?
So maybe you should have been here 15 minutes earlier.
His eyes betray more than a hint of madness. He shoots you a dirty, dirty look, and he kind of gets his finger. I'll remember this forever. I will get you back.
That's good. We'll probably forget this tomorrow.
Turns. Very non sequitur type encounter. This place should definitely feel just a little bit off.
Yeah, it was a little
This
intense.
is not a friendly town.
No. While that's going on, Jim, Thaddeus has something in his pocket.
No. I will pull it out and look at it.
It appears to be a letter, right? Like it's in an envelope, it's addressed. Addressed to all 6 of you, in fact, but there is a letter in your pocket.
Oh. Well, I will pull it. I will pull it out and read it.
Yep. By the way, there's lots of typos in it, but you're able to kind of read it as well. Definitely was clearly done on one of those newfangled typewriters. Incidentally, Dagon, this train looked old.
Yeah.
To those of you from Aurora, this is a very modern, almost. This train was very new, brand new. Nice style. It does not appear to fit into either of your axioms.
So it's pre-pulp.
Yes. Yep, they are. All of your stuff's in your baggage. This here is the letter that was in your pocket. Thank you for replying so promptly, and I am exceedingly pleased you have accepted my invitation. I will have my graduate student, Marcus Gill, meet you at the train station when you arrive at 2 o'clock on Tuesday next. To answer your most important question, yes, I have found proof that the Necronomicon is stored here within the city. It is my sincere hope you can take it from here before the nefarious parties seeking it should find it. To that noble end, the Brotherhood stands ready to assist you. Cordially, Herbert West, Ph.D., M.D. Understood, Colonel. You've gotten your weapons out. You probably feel just a little bit better.
I feel quite a bit better.
Yeah, I will make sure everybody else sees the letter as well. I just don't read it. I don't read it out loud to.
No, of course not. You pass it around.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's about this time that Marcus Guild comes back with a couple of folks to carry your luggage. I do have a car, and I'm happy to take you wherever you'd like to go. This way, and if you'd like.
Apparently, we go meet this guy in the letter.
Yes. Let's get your stuff to the car first, and then we can discuss some news on that front.
Okay, let me get the stuff first, just in case.
And just in case of what?
Oh, you know. And
There's always a just in case.
Yeah, I'll pop open the trunk and I'm like,
Okay.
Shotguns here, dagger. Okay, I feel better now. I have Vestas on. Okay, that's good.
Mark, why don't you go ahead and roll evidence analysis since you thought of it?
I don't have any, but that's okay.
Okay.
If I don't do well, I will ask for some assistance, unless someone would like to help.
Well, I'm just going back over that the Necronomicon was mentioned by Malcolm Kane.
Yeah.
Anybody got a basic bonus to trade?
Yeah.
Let me help you read that.
Would you also like to roll?
Throw me on a supporter for him.
Okay.
Oh, okay, well, all right, whatever.
That's a basic bonus, right?
Yeah, do levels of success matter?
They do.
I will take a separate look.
Okay.
I I'm currently at an 11. If I put down the action I got, I'm at 14. Does anybody have anything else they can put on there, like an aid?
I don't have
Um,
anything
I
else.
gave you my help already, so.
Rod,
Right.
will you let somebody assist in absentia in retroactively?
Well, you said it while you're looking at it, so they can each, after you, other people can try.
But not help me.
No, not retroactively.
Okay.
But Jim said he's going to roll. They can go ahead and roll to help him.
yeah, as I said, if we keep your 10, I'm a base 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So
I got
then
I got the
right.
action +3, so let's
Yeah,
see what
so
you
what
can get.
you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
what you do when you're looking at it, you can say, right, with your standard success, is it just me, or well, you phrase it any way you want. It looks like there's some sort of code that's buried in this letter, but you think you're missing something.
Okay. Pavel, what is your evidence analysis?
12.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have an evidence analysis 13.
Then I should be helping you guys.
Okay. I will help Robert,
Yeah, I'm a base 10, so I will help.
because I just gave a card. That was all I did. Oh, have some help.
Ooh, boom.
That's good help.
Look, my balance is coming.
Pavel, give me whatever you want for this, and that gives you outstanding.
Well, no, I'm
He's
helping.
helping.
He's helping.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So that's a +2.
Uh,
Is the professor helping?
Oh yes, he'll absolutely help. I'll even roll since we're not in. What do we say this is? Evidence analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll roll. The professor's fairly intelligent.
He's good.
He is. So we're looking at 4 people plus you. I think you're looking at a +3 at the moment.
Okay. But I'm sure that this is something where wait a second.
Rod did say
No,
levels of
no.
success matter.
Yeah, I don't really want to do a
So,
second chance on this.
the-
I'm going to say that part.
The good is the same as the standard. The outstanding will tell you something else.
Okay, I'm just going to go on and play the possibility, and
Well, before you do that, Robert, why don't I do it? Because I'm at an 11 already, because we played a 3 on me.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's true. You want
so-
to pick that back up?
Yep, I'll pick it back up.
And I'll come back up here to mine. The modifier. I'm going to put the +3 into the modifier, Rod, just so it's there.
Go for it.
Submit. Last roll was an 11. Submit.
Oof, 1 off.
But you have the action.
I have the action. There you go.
All right. So it looks like it's spelling out something in German. There's kind of 2 parts. It's spelling out Stein, Strick, Gras, Grün. No one here speaks German. But, do you? Anyone linguists?
Nope.
Okay. Let me see if Professor has languages. Did I give him
Lehman might actually know what it means.
I know what the first one means. I don't know what the other 3 are.
It's talking about beer, right?
I know what goes in the first one.
Yeah.
The first one is a rock.
Rock,
Yeah.
paper, scissors, shoot.
So that and you'll notice as well, right, that it looks like the letters for those are, you could see them at one point behind where it's written, that SSGG. It looks like there's a watermark. So now that you see that and you kind of hold it up, there's also what looks like an arcane symbol in the watermark itself. A couple of like various strange symbols that you're able to make out. You think that this is probably, rather than being a coded message, you think it has a code in this letter to decode a message. In other words, this is the primer, the primer. I'm not sure how it's pronounced for code breaking, but it looks like that's what this is. So if you find something encoded, you have already the key to decipher it.
Is it the symbology in the watermark? Is it
separate from the code?
Yeah, but is it an arcane? Is it like Harry Potter where you wave this over it and it decodes the thing, or do we look at the letters and whatnot that are on this letter the way we decoded Steinstreich Grossgrund, and that tells us how to read?
So yeah, you think it would basically be for like some kind of substitution where this is telling you, okay, these are the letters that means this. So if you put the coded message and this, you would like, okay, this here
Okay.
is A is 5, 2, or whatever.
So we've decoded the substitution code key for anything written in this. What is the arcane mark? Is it related to the substitution code, or is it just identifying the message as coded, or?
No, that looks more like it's part of the watermark. Just happens to be on the paper. Whether it means anything or not, you can't tell at this point.
I say, you gentlemen who are arcanely adept, does this? And I start sketching it out with charcoal on something.
If you do, they can kind of hold it up and see themselves.
Oh,
too.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want anybody to get stuck with a booby trap because sometimes these things go off.
I will step away now.
Does this mean anything to you, gentlemen?
What would you like to roll? Since I have.
And if scholar's appropriate,
I'm going to tell you, it does not yet mean anything to you. You don't have enough clues yet for it to mean anything to you.
Gotcha. Okay.
It means we should get in car and see what the heck is going on.
Yes, please, this way. I have room for you all. I can take you to the professor's house or his office, but and he kind of pauses and looks down. I do regret to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Professor Herbert West is dead.
Damn it! I keep coming to all of these contacts, and they're always dead before I get there.
Oh, I'm sorry for your other lawsuit. Yes, he is.
What happened to him?
It appears to have been self-inflicted wound.
When did he pass away?
Just 2 days ago.
I highly doubt that the wound was self-inflicted, given the coincidental nature of this letter and our arrival. But
that is what the police have said. If you'd like, you can always drop by the station and speak with them.
Perhaps we will do that. Where were you intending to take us then, since our gentleman contact is deceased?
Well, I do have the key to his house. You'd be free to stay there. I might not be comfortable, seeing as, well, that is where he died. I could take you to the university, of course, if you...
Does he have an office there?
Yeah, in the medical school.
Let's go to his house first. You have key?
Yes, I do. This way. And again, I'm very sorry. This way. So he'll get in the car, which is fairly large. Why don't you guys give me some sort of scholar roll?
You like some sort of scholar roll or a scholar roll?
Well, I'm trying to think, right? You guys you're getting a good look at the technology, so I'm trying to figure out how to give you an idea of what we might be looking at for tech axiom here.
This is quite a large carriage.
Automobile, actually.
No, it's a carriage.
Well, I mean, I know it's pre-pulp.
Yeah. You know what?
I know it's pre-pulp.
It is. It is.
So, I mean, I would put the Axiom then at maybe 19. Going too much further, we're not going to get automobiles.
Daddy's just too busy being a smartass.
19 probably sounds about right, Dagon, yeah.
Okay.
1920s.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, 20 is Nile Empire, that's why I was saying 19.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Aurora is 18.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably 19, yeah, that sounds about right.
So when you press the horn to make the beep beep noise, what kind of beep
Ayuga!
noise is it?
Ayuga!
Ayuga? Oh, definitely 19.
You should have those horses looked at. That is clearly something wrong.
Yes.
No, and he points to an actual horse-drawn carriage. He goes, no, those are the horses. This here is an automobile. I'm sorry. I guess you're from the country.
Yes.
I mean, we're Storm Knights. I'm sure we've seen automobiles.
Automobile? Okay.
We're going to his house first, correct?
Yes, that's what you asked. How do you know the professor, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, he is longtime friend. We are both, students together in old country.
Oh, were you in Europe for the war?
Yes.
I see.
Sometimes we still are.
Well, I mean, it ended.
Actually, from Terran, there was a World War I.
There was a Great War in Terra.
Yeah. So,
But this does not feel Nihilish to you. Maybe there's a call to action. I don't know, but this does not feel Nihilish.
oh no. But I'm just thinking in terms of, oh yes, we had War II. Or there was a war there before I got there.
Yep.
So, police have done their investigation, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, they came to the house and.
Do you know who was the name of the investigator?
Oh, let me see.
So not appearing in this town.
No, I'm sure I have his name written down. I'll have to get my my notebook when we get back to the professor's house. None of you happen to be doctors, are you?
Oh yes.
Oh, you are.
Yes, I am.
Oh well. Do you teach at the M, or were you looking for a position at the M?
Oh no. I had been corresponding with Dr. West on medical cases from where I've been over in abroad.
Ah, I see. You were you coming to see him about your own condition?
My own condition.
Well, yes, you appear to have some form of dwarfism.
Oh yes, I do. But that's quite all right. I'm used to it.
Ah. Yes, I assumed it would make it rather difficult, but
what makes it do?
I'm sorry?
What makes it do?
Yes. I will. He'll pull up beside, in front of a fairly large, older style house. Right? You've seen some of those, like if you're thinking like Massachusetts, like those Victorian houses up on Beacon Hill. It's kind of like one of those.
Okay.
Has the nice little even Gothic turret at the top. Yes, this way. He pulls in. He did say that he wasn't sure if you were going to stay here or if you had made arrangements with a boarding house nearby. But
key, please.
Oh yes. Let me. And he actually goes up to the door and he unlocks it. He doesn't give you the key.
It's one of those big long ones with the like 3 key things, and you're like, I could pick this with a frickin' 10-penny nail.
You're correct.
Okay, go in. Good boy.
Okay. So coming in, right, there's some degree of clutter and mess. Lots of mud as you're coming in. Looks like lots of footprints have been in and out recently. Shoe prints.
Shoe or boot?
Yeah, sure. Could be either or both. Bit of both. Evidence analysis, if you'd like.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we all want to help one person again?
I'm helping.
I am not helping because I am looking for either the parlor or the study to find out where the good doctor has left his decanter of alcohol.
Okay, so I take it I'm at -1.
Brandy and or cigar.
And cigars, there you go.
So I take it I'm at -1 on.
Why is
no, that was just. Sorry, I was looking at Thaddeus. He had 1 on his mind, but I didn't.
Has anyone? No one's thought to give you any sort of healing either and help you with your eye there, Yvonne? Have they?
Nope.
They're leaving you to suffer.
Well, actually,
there's 2 of us.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can.
Well,
I don't have
once
any
we
healing to
got
give it.
here, and we're going to rest. Medicine, I was going to try to see if I could figure out what the venom was, but I have no ability to stop it.
Fortunately,
I'm going to try to help you on the evidence analysis.
It seems like it's been enough time where that venom is not bothering him anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Technically, it's bothering me because the right set of my head, it looks like it's acid burned now, and like the veins are still throbbing as if something were pumping there.
No, it looks like it's been healing. It's got some like that the bruising on it. It looks like it was like a day or 2 ago.
You got some flaky skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is somebody
That's
putting
gross.
that out for me?
No, I was putting that out for the heal I cast on
Oh, okay.
Ivan.
Oh, you have healing.
Yes.
Okay. So Ivan, yeah, he basically pushes your eye back in, kind of hanging down a little.
Let's just kind of grab it, just back in there.
Is Pavel also wounded?
Pavel is still wounded. Yes, that's correct.
Can I pop a heal on him
Rod?
too?
Yes.
Are there levels of or success levels important in this evidence analysis?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof. Not so good there. That's better.
Well, that's my evidence
That was
analysis.
the evidence analysis.
Not his
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. So I'm going to let him finish the healing, and then I'm going to tell you about your evidence analysis.
Okay.
Did you already finish the healing and I missed it?
I mean,
you're not throwing anything on top of it.
No.
Okay.
Alcohol will make me feel better.
I mean, I could try a first aid on him, I guess.
You think you might be a little bit past the time for that due to the law of the uncanny.
So then, yeah, sorry.
Mm.
I'm okay. I can take a little time. Are we going anywhere soon?
No, I didn't have any instructions to take you anywhere.
Mike, you want that one?
I can do that. Hold on. That one for you. This one.
All right. So with your outstanding success, a couple of things you are going to notice. First, the looks like the mud and all that was tracked in a couple of days ago. you'd guess that most of those muddy footprints kind of seem to coincide with the timeline that the grad student gave you, that Marcus Gill gave you for when the professor was killed, right? And those are all mostly, shoe and, mostly shoe prints, probably a couple of boots, right? Almost like a heavier, older style work boot. You do have an outstanding, however, so you'll notice a tread of what looks like a modern boot. And by modern, I mean core earth modern.
Yeah.
That particular boot print looks much more recent. It's on top of the others.
I will make sure I point this out to everyone.
Perhaps our quarry has been here.
Yes, I believe so.
Probably, King.
The professor nods with you, right? Professor Locke, he goes, that's precisely what I was thinking.
Yes.
Which means that he is here looking for, and he kind of looks at the grad student, the book, as well.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Marcus Gill, is there anything I can do for you? I think you've had a harrowing journey. I can get something out of the ice box, or put a pot on and maybe brew some coffee.
Oh, do you have some tea?
Tea, capital idea, tea.
There might be some tea. Coffee is definitely more popular here in Massachusetts.
Well, yes, but
He says, and you think he's saying that specifically to the two of you because of your accents.
it's fine. It's fine. I understand that tea may not be the most popular. But
I'm still staring at him like, why are you still standing here? Go get the tea.
Yeah. So he'll hear him puttering around. There is kind of a parlor off to the right, Pavel, and you'll see there are a couple of decanters with dark liquid in them in there and glasses.
Oh, I pour myself a glass.
I assume that I was telling you.
If there's a cigar case, there's cigars around.
There, of course, that would be the right thing. There's also some, besides the whiskey that's here. It looks like there's also some brandy over by the cigar box.
Oh, we'll go for whiskey.
Good Irish whiskey, none of that crappy burnt Scotch crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Paul knows the difference.
Say, old man, those are fighting words.
He will take two of the cigars, put them in his pocket, and then take a third and light it up.
Okay.
And then he will sit in one of the sofas and start smoking and meditating. I will be gone for at least an hour unless something.
Are you mending?
I am mending. That's correct.
Don't forget the smoke jacket.
Is there a smoking jacket?
Not here for you.
Okay, that's fine. So I will be meditating unless something happens, and if I get my hour of meditation, then I will mend.
Okay. Yes.
Dagon is going to go get a cigar too and sit down and look over the letter again, this code, just kind of looking at it.
Okay.
The colonel's going to join him because
putting-
it would be rude not to.
And also putting the code in just an abbreviation of the code, SSGG.
Okay. Just so you have it. Okay. What else are we doing?
I'm just gonna kind of look around this room, like, I mean, obviously, I don't want to leave too far from where everyone else is in the room because I don't want to look like I'm snooping. But I just want to kind of see if I can get a general layout of the house, like where his study maybe, or something. If I can see it from this room.
No, here you don't. But there is technically a second floor, and I forget what that thing is called. Like when you get the third one, like a grandma's attic or something. I'm trying to remember what it is. I forgot. I used to know what it was called because my aunt's house had one. It's gone.
The Widow's Walk?
Of course, there's a Widow's Walk. It's Massachusetts, but that's on the second floor.
The dormier.
Is that it?
I know.
I'm absolutely
I know in
snooping
a
in
5-ton, that little section that's up there above the cab of the truck's called a granny's attic. I don't know if it's the same.
That's a U-Haul. Also in Massachusetts. I am absolutely pouring through the library or whatever books he has in his bookshelves and to see.
The ones down here are more literature, right? It's not. There's nothing scholarly here. And they seem probably a little bit more for decoration, more poetry, probably than anything else, right? Things you'd read if you had people over. There's a fireplace. No electronics, by the way, that you would see down here. Although, actually, did 1920s? No, they had started to have some houses might have a couple of electric lights. So yeah, they probably have some wires and the button on the on
desk.
They're in glass, copper wires and glass tubing.
Yep. Is there a desk? Maybe a journal?
Not in here, but you have not been up to the second floor.
He's hurting us up to the second floor.
No,
and we also haven't been to the basement.
Mm-hmm. It's after the attic.
So where are we going up? Or are we going down? And yes, you will find stairs that do seem to lead into a cellar.
No, still smoking. I will go with them, but before I go and before I let them go, I am casting neutralized trap.
Okay.
Only a 9. So I fail. I give myself some shock.
Yeah, good news. You know what? I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Roderick's taking his time to replace that round that he fired earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, now what?
Yes.
Someone said they were going up. Someone said they were going down.
I say, boys, divide and conquer.
Yes, if we're dividing and conquer, I will go with the people downstairs.
Okay.
It is a Rorsch.
I'll go up. Well,
Paul was sitting down here drinking and smoking, so I'll stay
Parts of it feel a little bit of Rorschach now. This doesn't feel to the two Victorians. This does not feel wholly alien. It's different enough where it's obviously something's a little off. And Robert Dagon would probably feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who are from Starcold, there's 3 Aurorians, so McMain would also feel that. The 2 Starcoldish characters, yeah, this is a different place. So, going downstairs, I believe that was going to be Dagon and who else?
I mean, if everyone else goes upstairs, I'll go upstairs with
them. Okay.
If everyone sticks together.
It sounds like that's the case, because I heard nobody else volunteering to go down.
Okay, so I'll go upstairs with them. I'm still smoking.
Pavel at the moment is still mending, so he is.
Still on the pouch. Yeah.
Understood. Pavel is not investigating in this scene.
Yes.
Understood.
He will be the reinforcements in this scene if needed.
What? All right. So upstairs, there is, there are a couple of bedrooms, and there is what looks like an office, right, or office/library.
Mm-hmm. Let's give that a good look.
Okay. Against one of the walls has one of those old style roll-up desks. I'm afraid there are some blood stains on it.
How fancy this desk rolls. Has a
The
cover.
book, cover, yeah.
Yes, it has a cover. How interesting.
It's fairly standard, sir. Fail to see
There are books. The library is full of books. Now, it looks like it was neat in here, but someone has gone through most of these books. Most of the books appear to have been pulled off the shelf and are in just piles. Some of them open.
Did you say there were some bloodstains or something in here?
On the desk itself, yes.
I look around for a hole in the wall.
Sure. There's one
Okay.
behind the desk.
I'm going to search the desk to see if there are any secret drawers.
Give me a find roll.
16.
16. All right. You'll be happy to know that there are no secret doors. You are very certain of that.
Okay.
However, if you're 16, you will notice that there is, like I said, there were some bloodstains on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like this rectangular shape where most of the blood is missing.
Ah, okay.
As if there had been something there, it is no longer there.
Okay, a piece of paper.
Or a journal.
Or book.
Yeah. Well, I pointed this out to everyone.
Yeah, it's probably more the size of a book.
Okay.
Do we locate a personal journal anywhere?
Not with his 16, you have not. The books that are on the floor appear to be on a variety of topics, assuming that you're looking through those.
Mm-hmm.
Psychology, very, very early psychology, medicine, physiology, anatomy.
Looking for a German book.
A lot of sciences. There are actually several books that appear to be in German, and there's even a German-English dictionary.
Oh, let's use that.
Yeah, let's start looking up Stein, Strick, Gross, and Grun.
That means... Where did I put it? I had it right in front of me.
Rock something something green.
Yeah, you're correct.
Uh,
I believe it's, that's right. Stone, rope, grass, green is the literal translation.
mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah.
I kept thinking gross, and I knew it wasn't gross because that's big.
So you understand the translations for that. If you'd like, for any of you, you could roll Scholar, now that you understand what those are, to associate that with a symbol. Robert, one of your cards may be appropriate.
Then I will, if you think it is appropriate, I will say fine.
Well, it is a Scholar test if you'd like to end up rolling that.
Okay.
All
Are we
right.
rolling multiples or are we helping?
I would assume probably multiples. And I have passed you the card.
Okay. And so let me just read it so I understand what I have to do.
Yep. And then I have a possibility next to you.
Okay.
Incidentally, I am going to have to find a different image for the cards.
Oh, wow.
Abilities.
Okay.
Because I've done a lot of research on what's public domain, and pretty much everything except for that image is.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that isn't. I have to go back to an older version.
Okay, so I get a +3 on this roll.
Yep. And that's good.
Shoot, I hit the wrong skill.
We're just going to mark on there that that's Dagon's, because that's going to stay in play. Does it say the rest of the act?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to still go on and, because I would like to see if we can get up to the 20. I think I can.
I don't know that you need to get all the way to the 20. A 12, no, a 12 should be good enough.
Well, that's a 15 with that card, isn't it?
Nope, he already put the
Yeah.
plus
I
on it.
already
Yeah.
put the
Oh,
3 in.
yeah, sure did.
I just had a horrible roll.
You absolutely had a horrible roll.
If levels of success matter, I did pull a 16, so.
Well, the DN was a 12.
Okay.
So you've heard of a group that had been acting in Germany, specifically the Holy Roman Empire, that had the emperor's kind of blessing to hold Vemic courts. And that was their motto, right? These were folks who basically not only would they for the most part pursue like witchcraft trials and things like that, but they had the ability to bring accusations, make arrests. If somebody had been known to practice certain dark arts and had escaped justice and they caught the person, they were even allowed to impose summary judgment and execute them, right? And so, these things, seeing this and on a modern paper might seem to suggest that, it might suggest that these folks might still be at large somewhere in the world. This world, wherever you happen to be.
Colonel, this would be a wonderful idea for your people.
Real quick, by the way, never mind, I know the answer. None of you are from Aurora.
3 of them are.
Not Aurora, Isle. None of you are from Isle.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry.
It's like, wait a minute, he just said.
I know. It's 10:30. I'm starting to get tired. What else? Anything?
Well, I mean, we still.
The basement.
Well, there's bedrooms up here too.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should check the bedrooms for a journal if we did not find it here in his office.
Yes.
Someone has absconded with it. Where's our boy? Where's our man, Marcus? Mr. Gill.
So you call him? Yes, sir. What can I do for you, Colonel?
There appears to be a book missing from, and I indicate the clean spot in the rectangular shape. You wouldn't happen to know anything about some kind of tome that was on the good doctor's desk when he met his untimely end?
I mean, typically the doctor would sit here when he would write in his diary. So it may have been that. Anything he was writing that was academic, he would have done in his office at the M.
Who do you suppose might have taken such a thing? Would that be the constabulary, perhaps?
Yes, perhaps. And I did find the name of that fellow. It was Ezekiel Bryant at the police station.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, sir. He kind of waits, see if there's anything else.
Has there been an autopsy?
It's entirely possible. May I ask, did you pull all the books off the shelves?
Oh, no, this was already done when we were here.
Was it not like this when last you saw the room?
No. The professor he always took great care with all of his books.
Someone was looking for something.
Oh yeah, he was definitely a bibliophile. I can't imagine. And he begins shelving the books, looking at titles, and in some cases putting them on specific shelves.
So the interesting thing about this is that if the person who walked in here and tossed the room picked up the diary too, or whatever book it was on the desk, that clearly wasn't what they were looking for, because they wouldn't have missed that and then tossed the shelves.
Right.
So there's something The diary in and of itself does not contain what we're looking for in total.
Mr. Gill, what was the professor working on? What was his research?
Mostly dealing with many of the differences between healthy and deceased tissue. Various formulas which could be used to prolong and improve human life. To you three from Aurora, specifically the one with the cold knowledge, that should sound a little suspect.
Ah, please. That's not a little suspect.
It's blasphemy.
Well, no, it's
That's
expected.
what he would think. He, up there in the corner on my screen, would be like, oh, phew.
It's not suspect, it's expected.
Yeah.
Well, let us, as Thaddeus has mentioned, let's finish off looking at the bedrooms and then check the basement.
Yes, let's go see if we find any monogrammed handkerchiefs with the initials MS or a big F somewhere. Mary Shelley or Frankenstein.
No. I'm afraid you do not. And it's yes. My name is Frankenstein. Anyway, no, I'm afraid you don't. The rooms are all fairly neat, right? Several of them look like they are plain and sparse and are probably guest rooms more than anything else, right? There's no sign of children here, no sign of a wife or anything else. This is the house of a very bookish professor, right? Someone who probably looks like lived alone, but clearly it had either done well or inherited some property and had a fairly nice house in a good area as well. The basement appears to be mostly a root cellar, right? It's definitely a little bit colder. The walls themselves even are just hard packed earth, and there is some food and stuff stored down there. Turnips, rutabagas, potatoes, a number of things similar, right? Probably some salted meats as well.
Looking for anything secret or hidden.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks clear. I'll give you that. I'll assume you guys are thorough.
Okay. Mr. Gill, once our friend
Yes, hold on. He's still up in the library reshelving books.
Oh, okay.
I have to kind of go back up to talk to him.
The truth is, we need to wait for Pavel to finish his meditation. So,
We're gonna be close. I mean, we've been searching and chatting up things. And
go get food. Go get food. And he also had coffee ready, so.
Tea. Tea.
Well, if there is tea, you can make some, but it
I'm
looks like there is a little bit of food here.
The professor was not really much of a tea drinker. No, I'm afraid not.
Barbarians.
But there is, he had food laid out. So I was thinking, let's eat, relax for a few minutes, let him shelve books, let Pavel finish, and then we can go to university.
Yes. We should definitely let him finish shelving the books. Perhaps we can see if there's one missing.
Yes.
Other than the one that was taken from the desk.
I'll after the brief repast, I will, if he's still working on it, I will help as much as he lets me to speed along his task.
Of course.
That maybe he goes, I wonder where this tome is.
Okay. So you guys, you help them, you spend a while. Mike, why don't you go ahead and give me the roll? It's going to take them an hour at least to finish getting that room cleaned up. All right, you feel fine.
Hey, look at that.
Alcohol make it better.
Right.
Well, the alcohol is numbing the pain. And he's taking a cigar and he's sticking it in the wound to cauterize the wound.
Yeah.
All right, Matrix.
And then the alcohol to rinse the ashes away.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, I'm going to, because I have my tool belt and other things, I'm going to get a small vial out, and I want to scrape some of the blood from the desk into this.
That's creepy. Go for it.
Okay.
So you have.
Well, I mean, there's no roll. I mean,
No, there isn't. You can just mark it down.
Okay.
And I'll sit downstairs drinking whiskey and blowing smoke wings.
Of course.
Are we done yet? Did we find the big bad thingy in the basement?
So when you get all the books back on the shelves, there are a bunch of spots where there are some gaps.
Do you, by the way, Mr. Gill, know what might have gone in these
Well,
holes?
some of them were collections that the professor was still working on that he hoped to get a number of volumes.
Check the books around the holes.
So those, since you actually have the occultist perk, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Those would actually be books that look like they dealt with specifically the occult. Right? So things that would explain how magic works, theory. So yeah, there's definitely some of those.
Okay.
When you say there's several gaps, do you mean like a list of like 6 or 7? Like he might have had taken to the office at one time to be studying at one time, or were like
That's possible, but it also might be like, so for example, on my bookshelf, there are some spots where it's this is how I've organized it, and I'm not gonna just keep going to the end of the shelf just to fill it, because the books that I have there, that's all of that type or that author, and I'm leaving it for when they continue to write more books. I want the space, right? So that shelf over there, because I like Jim Butcher. I have space for more Jim Butcher books.
Right. I understand. I'm just looking for if we could get if he, the assistant that's here, might know of the list of books that just seem to be missing from the shelves. If that's only going to be a few books, or if that's going to be a lot of books.
Because a few, I believe. I had completely cataloged his library here. This is his personal library, as opposed to his, the ones that he would use for work.
Is there anything like Demons from A to Z and the B volume is missing? Or
Demons from A to Z? No.
Or something like that?
No, you're not seeing anything on demonology.
No. I'm using that as an example. Is there there's a 4-tome volume set of books here, and number 3 is missing, but 4 is there, hinting at the idea that he had all 4, but someone took number 3.
No, nothing missing like that per se.
Well, I will ask for the books that you know are missing from the shelves. Can we get the titles of those?
Well, I'm not entirely sure which ones are. As I said, I've only been in here a few times. I'm organizing it based on what he said in the past. I'm fairly certain this is how he would do it, but I might not be completely accurate.
Fair enough. Understood. Thank you.
I'm sorry I couldn't do better, Minister.
We all have our faults and our things that we can improve upon. I have no fear. With time, it gets better.
He doesn't serve in your church, lad.
Nobody should.
He seems slightly confused. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm not very religious.
Pavel will saunter back up. Oh, I'm feeling much better now.
Yes, you actually do look quite a bit better.
Yes.
Dan,
needed a little.
Dan and Jim, what is your spirit axiom? I'm thinking 18 or 17 or 16. It's pretty high for in a rush.
Spirit axiom is 16.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that strong here. It feels lower.
Well, let me ask a question. Does the magical axiom here feel higher or lower than 14?
Could be. It's the magical axiom. Do you cast magical spells?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I tried to cast Neutralize Trap.
You did, and the magic axiom for the Nile is 14.
It is 14.
Yeah, that did not feel, as a Storm Knight, that did not feel contradictory at all. So it should be at least a 14.
Okay.
So we'll say, I'm going to put this magic 14 plus, social, question mark. Spirit is, what is your, guys with the miracles, your spirit?
16.
So we're going to say it is less than 16, and tech, you think you've
19.
at 19. So, why is it not showing it all to me? Oh, because I have to redo that thing to fix that size bar, don't I? No, it's not showing it. Did it not put it all up?
No.
Yeah, it
The
didn't put it
question
all up
marks
for me.
may be a wild card or reserved character of some kind.
No, it's because the less than symbol. I had less than 16, and I think it executed a function. I had to put a space in there. So.
I think we've squeezed everything we can get out of the house at the moment.
Mr. Gill, could you take us over to the university so we could see his office and
Yeah.
laboratory?
Yeah, that would be fine.
What is closer, what is closer, police station or university?
Well, the police station's only a few blocks away. The M is a little bit further away, of course.
Do we may go there and see if they have evidence of the book they took maybe that is missing, you say?
Yes,
That
yeah.
sounds reasonable.
Before university, then we can narrow down if police took it or if
Someone else.
mysterious bad person took it.
Okay. So he will take you to the police station. You are free to ask for. He told you the man's name. He said was
Constable Ezekiel Bryan, please.
Yep.
Rob.
Yes.
It is 10:45.
It is.
Do you think we can finish the police station before 11?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Ezekiel Bryan kind of comes out. The uniforms and the clothes of these police are definitely an older style, very 1920s again. And he sees all of you. Can I help you?
Yes, sir. We're looking into. We were coming to meet a man, but unfortunately it seems he's passed away, and you had investigated, and we were wondering if we could perhaps find out from you what you had found out about the case. So, we're concerned.
Yes, and who would this be?
The professor. Jim has forgotten. Sorry?
Mr. Herbert West.
Yes. Herbert West.
Yes. Yeah, apparently that was suicide. Looks like he sat down at his desk, turned around, and fired a pistol into his head. Clear suicide, obviously. The gun was there.
Was there anything else upon the desk that you guys may have you may have taken as?
He seemed to have, I guess, a diary or a journal or something, but it was soaked in blood all over it. There was nothing to do with it. I'm sure at some point that he'll have his maid come by and clean the place up, or maybe his next of kin will take care of that.
Ah, so you didn't take anything then from the home?
Why would we? It was.
Understood. Just ensuring, and we'll speak to the next of kin and perhaps make sure that they get that cleaned up then.
So no autopsy was done.
Why would we have an autopsy? I mean, already dead. There's no need to desecrate his body.
I see.
And you say a pistol? was found?
Yes.
What kind?
I gotta go look that up. One that would fall within the tech axiom.
That's fine.
The Webley would fall just
Would-
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Yes, probably something very similar. I don't know how popular Webley would be in Massachusetts. You think so?
At that time, it wouldn't be unusual. I mean, the Webley was an English pistol. In the 20s, you'd have a Smith & Wesson, but it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I had figured. It'd be something similar.
Who notified you about the professor offing himself?
Well, I take that back. The Webley is a completely different pistol. My bad. I'm not paying attention. Sorry.
No worries. Somebody had said that they heard a gunshot from the house, and so they sent someone to come get us. And
Do you have the name of this person?
yeah, he gives you the name of probably one of the neighbors.
So what did he put the barrel in his mouth, pull the trigger, or did he stick it to the side of his head?
In the mouth? No, it looked like it was to the temple.
Yeah. Powder burns? There were many powder burns, yes?
No, I mean there were no fires or anything. What do you mean?
When you put the gun to your head, was there like gunpowder residue on the head temple?
Or
I don't know. I didn't look at the body that closely.
what about
I mean, it's clear suicide.
Oh no, I understand, but sometimes the eye and nose and they fool you.
No, we were not fooled. It's very clear suicide.
or somebody tries to fool you?
What are you suggesting?
Just saying, it's a possibility.
I believe they are suggesting that there's foul play afoot, sir, that has not been
But it is
adequately
potential.
investigated.
Yes, not adequately investigated. So questioning my judgment and my expertise. Yes, gentlemen. Is there anything else? I think we're done talking for today. I have things to attend to.
He was a close friend. Is his body at a memorial at this point where, or is there plans for his burial?
I mean, once we gave it to the coroner to take care of, I was pretty much done with the case. So you can check with that.
Where are they?
He'll give you an address. You all have a good.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Thank you for all your.
He seems annoyed that you have insulted his investigatory skills.
Well,
Thank you.
I mean,
His
Thank you.
non
I was gonna say, what investigatory?
investigatory.
There's a gun there, and there's a bullet to the head. Yeah, sure, it's suicide.
Thank you, Richard Bryant, investigator at large. So I don't know if we want to go check out the body in corner. I don't
mean,
think corner.
if you want to
will,
verify whether or not the body
information.
was actual suicide or, staged, so.
Well,
Don't know
the
if that has
hunted gun
any-
investigator, I don't know if that is going to be any help at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Everyone here is going to believe that it was an actual suicide. He's dead, regardless.
Yeah, it's not gonna help
They
us
might
out.
have driven him to it.
That investigator lucky I did not pull shotgun on him.
Why? He is a good investigator, just like in Moscow. People fall out windows.
Yes.
All the time, yes.
He died from hitting ground. Why did he fell out window? Obvious.
He slid with window open, roll over 18 times to get the window fall out. Bad idea.
This why you not drink. This why you close window before you drink your vodka.
Well, even then, you can go through the window.
No. Anyway, we're not there. We're here. So, it is probably, as you're getting ready to head to your next point, is probably our good stopping point for this evening.
Okay.
Good. So So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. If you want to see what happens next, come join us next Thursday for some more Organized play. That was not a
Wednesday.
cue for you to get up and come here. Wednesday, yes.
Wednesday.
Sorry. But, of course, if you can't wait till next Wednesday for your tabletop RPG desires, join us tomorrow night for some more Mutants and Masterminds. And Friday for Consequences of Chaos. And as I said earlier, we'll be doing a Star Wars game on Saturday night. Hopefully you'll be able to check it out here. I'll try to record it myself, at least to put it on our page. Let's see. I think that's about it. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so keep that golden rule in mind. Please treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated.